Saturday Night Virus begins now.
This is as disorganized as it comes.
And now, Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa. No reading, no research, just strong opinions.
Hello.
Hello, Bill.
How are you, Joseph?
Bill, I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fucking great, dude. I just, can you turn that shit down, please? A little lower. Fade it out. I'm trying to have a dramatic entry. Sweet. I'm fucking lithium. Listen to this, dude. I was coming up, we're going to start off the show with, accidental racism.
I love it. I love it already.
Dude, listen to this shit. I was coming up into the elevator, come up to the studios. Of course, I still don't have a pass here, so I'm going to have Danny come down like my fucking mother, right? So we get in the elevator, and there's this confused-looking Asian guy. Danny, you'd say he was confused?
He was definitely
The man
confused.
looked confused. He went in the elevator, he came out of the elevator.
Yeah, and then he's hitting buttons, and he's not sure why it's not working.
And he's mumbling, right? And he's got a windbreaker and a fucking plastic bag, right? So the guy's mumbling, and I see him, he goes to hit his floor, and it doesn't stop on his floor, and I hear him, muttering, doing whatever, right?
Right.
So we go to get off, and I'm thinking in my head, well, I don't want to be the asshole white guy and be like, well, fuck him, he's not going to his floor. So I just said, what's the problem, buddy? What are you trying to deliver food? And he goes, no, I'm trying to get to my office. Dude, no accent. No, nothing. And now I know he's going to go call some fucking Asian person and sit there and trash me like I'm some sort of dick. And it's like,
That wasn't
You're fucking
your fault.
Asian, and you got a windbreaker and a plastic bag. You're delivering Chinese food in my world.
That wasn't your fault. You got an
Really, says the Egyptian guy.
You got an Oriental stumbling around the elevator with a plastic bag. What are you supposed to think? Yeah, that wasn't your fault, dude. You did nothing wrong.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing wrong.
All right. Well, Danny fucking laughed his ass off. Dude, it was horrific.
It was hysterical.
What are you delivering food? That's like a black guy. What are you eating? Watermelon? Is that what you're doing there? No, I'm doing long division. You racist asshole. I don't. You know what? I don't have any white guilt when it comes to Asians, though.
Dude,
Is that wrong?
No, but you know what?
Did we ever enslave them?
No. I don't.
The fuck was that?
I don't know if we ever.
How many centuries did you just go through there?
I went through the last 10 years, and I came up with nothing. So I'm going to say no. We never enslaved them. They should stop complaining. Dude, I was at a show last night, and it was at I'm doing this college tour with Christian Finnegan, and
really,
yes,
is it the Nobodies of Comedy?
It's
World Tour.
It's actually the Comedy Central on Campus World Tour, Bill. No need to knock me down because you just ruined an Asian guy's life.
The Nobodies of Basic Cable.
So anyway,
I'm doing the Bravo Network extravaganza that's going to community colleges across the country.
Why do you hurt? You hurt that?
You know why? Because I felt bad because I trashed that fucking Asian guy and I inadvertently.
Well, listen to this. We're going to dinner with the guy, like our escort guy from the college or whatever, the student activities guy, and he's very effeminate. He's probably gay. I would have bet money on it. 90%, 78% chance that he was gay, right? So we're walking behind him in the mall, and Christian sees a smoothie place, and he goes, I don't know what it is about smoothies places. Every time I see a smoothie place, I got to get a smoothie. What is that? And I go, it's probably that you're gay, actually.
And that's right. And then the driver guy was right there.
And he was standing in front. The driver guy was standing in front of me. But I'm fucking with Christian and calling him gay. And then I start going like, "What is it with cock? Every time I see a cock, I got to suck it. I don't get it. What's wrong with me?" And then he gives me the lean over, like, "Dude, shut up. This guy's gay. I think, But it's like I wasn't calling that guy gay. Like I wasn't making fun of that guy for maybe being gay. I was just fucking making fun of
gay people, Joe.
I was making fun of people that like smoothies. I think there's a difference.
but then you brought in sucking dick, Joe.
Is that wrong, though?
I think that's more offensive than what I did.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
I think it is.
Are you out of your mind?
I think you're more of an offense. First of all, I look like Howdy Doody, so I can get away with more.
I'm Arab. I'm half Arab. I can do anything
You're
I
a
want right
terrorist.
now.
Good. You're half a fucking terrorist, and since 2001, we don't like you people. So
See the racism? You people, you're full of it.
you guys,
It's spewing out of you today.
fucking Arabs. Dude, what you did was worse. What you did was worse.
How is it worse?
Because all I said, hey, what are you delivering food? Definitely offensive. That's on the same line where you said smoothie, because you're gay, right? That's actually worse. I just said, I'm talking about his job, right? Just shut up and hear me out here, okay? And it ended there, all right? I didn't start throwing in references to, like, rickshaws and the Great Wall of China.
That's true. You were like...
And the rape of Nanking. I didn't throw that shit in. You started throwing in cock.
What are you, delivering food? Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, if I did that. I didn't start throwing karate kicks, so yeah, exactly.
Come on, man. I think...
Joe, don't make me go to our 3 listeners and have them side with me, because I swear to God.
I think there's a different... Look at that. The board is lighting up with 2 lights already. I don't think that that's that offensive. I don't think to say... You're not directing it at the person. Like, I wasn't saying, that guy's gay right there. Isn't it funny how much he likes dick? I was being like, hey, dude, you like smoothies? No,
it was fine. It was once you said the cock thing, I think was fucked up. Because I say gay all the time, and I don't mean, like whatever. You like that smoothie. You're going to order something, you go, that's gay. I don't want that. That's gay. And then sometimes people be like, oh, that's fucking homophobic. No, it isn't.
Well, that's a good point.
If I said that's faggot.
He was a nice man, too.
Who was it, your driver?
Yeah, dude. He totally sucked my dick. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Anyway.
All right, can we get into the show here, Joe?
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about starting off? Oh, your Super Bowl.
Super Bowl
party. How did it go, Joe?
It went great, man. We had a lot of food. We had a lot of people there. A lot of chicks. That was awesome. That was actually a surprise. I didn't think we were going to have any girls.
All right, this is what happened, people.
Booze. But can I just before you cut in with your side of this story, what happened, everybody, is I had my best friend from birth, very dear friend of mine named Scott, come to the party. Most non-confrontational man on earth.
Oh,
and
God, look at this setup.
90 minutes into the party, Billy was almost ready to fist fight him over a game of beer pong. So
that's not what happened. Joe, that's not what happened. Your friend is your friend from childhood is a cunt.
Because you're a sweetie pie.
I never said I was a sweetie pie, but dude, he is a passive aggressive. He's passive aggressive. We played beer pong, which, by the way, it's an awful game. I didn't want to play it anyways because it's not sanitary with the fucking ping pong and stuff. It lands on the floor, Joe.
Oh, would you come? Oh my God.
Whatever, dude. This is the bottom line, though. Keep turning up the fucking volume here. The bottom line. So this dude comes up to me. Your friend from childhood, because I trashed him as I was beating him in the game. He came up and he goes, hey man, you're taking this too seriously, and he like fucking slapped me on the side of my neck just hard enough to be annoying and just soft enough, so I couldn't hit him back. And I was like, dude, what the fuck, keep your hands off me. That's how it started, and I walked away, and then he came back a little bit later and made some comment about fucking my mother. That's your friend.
I don't believe that that's how it started. I don't believe that. Now, I didn't see the beginning of this, but I don't believe that it started with he, for no apparent reason, came up to you and went, you're taking it too seriously. Now I'm going to slap you twice on the neck for no good. I think you probably said something.
No, you know what happened? Wait. I was trashing him, and I was killing. People around were laughing at him.
That's
as I was making fun of the game, and he got fucking mad because he's a cunt, Joe. Your best friend from childhood is a cunt.
I think you...
Sure, he was nice when you rode tricycles, but I'm telling you, now that he's an adult, he's a cunt.
You probably said something cunty to him.
Give
you
me
said something
C.
cunty back, and you guys...
Dude, I'm not saying I'm the easiest guy. Dude, he came up and slapped me in the fucking neck, Joe.
He didn't slap you in the neck. He tapped you in the neck.
Joe, were you there?
Yes.
You saw it happen. You were in the fucking place, but you weren't there, so shut up.
I'm going to say that I was there just to try to win this argument now.
No, he slapped me on the fucking neck.
We get into fights all the time. That's why I'm going to take his side a little bit with this, because I know how easily the fight can start with you.
Dude, I'll argue, but at no point do you ever go, I'm going to fuck your mother?
Dude, Danny, we got into an argument. Billy and I got into an argument so bad the other day. We were in his apartment. I started arguing against Air America, the liberal radio station, and he was... not really arguing for them, but just kind of arguing the points I was making against them. and we were fighting so bad, and it was fucking hilarious. We fight like a couple. Billy started doing dishes halfway through the fight, and he was in the
apartment. It was awful. 90 minutes. 90-minute fucking fight over Dennis Miller versus Janine Garofalo. Who's more of a douche? Which is why we had to put the finishing touches on the bits 5 minutes before the show went on the air, because that was our work time. My point is, you're an argumentative guy. It's time to take a call, Joe, because we're just going to sit here and go back and forth with this. Joe, first of all, you weren't even there. You're basically, your heart's involved with this, all right? You guys had some sort of gay love triangle. What are these people calling about? It says it on. You got the thing right there. I don't know. Agree with Bill. Beer pong is unsanitary. Put that person through. God, it's an unsanitary fucking game. If you're a pussy, Eric.
Yo, Bill, what's going on?
You're going to agree with me, right? Beer pong is unsanitary, right?
Dude, beer pong, I got a nasty-ass cold from that game one time. You have to have a water cup just to clean the ball each time it hits the ground. Yeah, if you see that water cup by the end of the night, it's disgusting. Dog hairs in it. Dude, and these are people all came to the party. They would probably took the fucking subway. Their hands are hanging onto the rail, and then they pick up the goddamn... I've heard that if you don't watch the ball, if you can get a clitoral infection. I've heard of that, Eric. So thank you for clarifying that. Was that your roundabout way of calling him a fag, Joe? It wasn't roundabout. I said clitoral. I think that was pretty directly. Yeah, but you didn't say fag. You were saying he was a woman. No, I was saying he was a pussy. Dude, you know what's a pussy thing? Is to have a party and to have beer pong as one of the games. It's not. It's a drinking game. Danny, what the fuck? What are we? You get wasted, you have a good time.
My stepbrother likes to throw a bunch of parties, and there's always beer pong going on. So I can't really. It's fun. I can't say anything.
It's fun. You get together, you play, you get drunk, you talk shit. Some guys
jerk each other off.
Some guys, like the man to my left over here, take it to the point of physical confrontation. But it's supposed to be a good laughing, fucking shit talking event.
If you talk to your cunt friend, ask him if I ever put my hands on him. I didn't, Joe. I didn't.
I asked him.
It's annoying me.
I did ask him. Why don't you
call that douchebag up?
I called him. I didn't get him because trust me, I wanted to get him on the air to talk about this.
So
his way of telling it is
fuck this whole bit. Then I don't want to talk to you. I'm not talking to you for the rest of the fucking show. You're an asshole.
Why am I being an asshole?
Because you should have had the dude call in. All right,
he
should defend him. And what you're doing is just speaking for him, and you weren't even there. Oh,
I'm breaking your balls a little bit.
And when I brought it up. When he said he was going to fuck my mother, you're like, he never told me that.
He told me he never mentioned that to me. But he told me when he hit you in the neck that he went like this. He told me he gave you a little slight tap.
You know what, Joe?
And then was like, dude, and he said...
And he said something. You would be a great defense attorney. Yeah, my client said he never murdered him. So, I don't know what to tell you here. So, that's my case.
I'm breaking your balls a little bit. Right away, you're getting fucking fresh with me. All right, come on. Look, I got to defend the guy. He lent me $2,000 to get me out of the hole with that.
Oh, your creditor debt?
Yeah, I got that creditor thing going on. So.
Hey, Danny, have you ever owed anybody any money?
Yeah, I filed bankruptcy when I was 20.
Let me ask you, when the creditors call you?
Yeah.
And they butt breaking your balls and everything. Don't you know that you don't respond to them? They're just trying to scare you. They basically go out, like this fucking idiot actually called them back. And he's like, well, what do I have to do? And they're like going, well, if you don't, we're going to take you to court. He's covering over the mouthpiece like he's buying this shit. And next thing you know, he ends up having a court date.
Yeah. Because you were wrong.
Because you took it seriously, Joe.
Jesus Christ.
Those guys, you always tell them that you've started bankruptcy proceedings, and then legally they're not allowed to call you anymore.
Here's the part of the story that he glazes over, just like I glazed over my part of the story. And the last thing is the debt that I'm being sued over in court is not from a creditor that I actually spoke to. It's from a creditor that I never spoke to. And I actually got sued for that one. So then when this other creditor was calling me and being like, hey, you got this other debt over here that we're going to sue you for, that's why I freaked out, because I was like, fuck, they actually fucking sued me on this other one.
Joe, can I ask you a question? How did the first phone call go down? Because I'm going to tell you how mine went down. These guys...
I'll do it.
Okay, I'll tell you mine. These guys called me up. And they said, hey, we're so-and-so credit agency. We just bought your debt from Bally's Total Fitness. And I said, well, what the hell did you do that for? I didn't pay them. What the hell makes you think I'm going to pay you? Right. I don't even know you guys. Right. I just started laughing, and I hung up on them. And every time they call, I would just have fun. If it was a female, I'd start hitting on her. I'd ask, what she was wearing. And my goal was to try to make them hang up on me. I just told them, I don't have any money. Go ahead and sue me. What are you going to do, dude? You got to understand, their whole roster is fucking deadbeat losers like me. They're trying to find somebody that gives them a ray of light, like we should go after this guy.
But I want you to explain to me then why I'm getting sued by the person that I never spoke to. That's my point.
Dude, because they probably all talk. They all talk to each other.
Yeah, when they have a clubhouse where they meet every week.
Dude, have you ever bought
poker?
Have you ever fucking bought something? Right? You buy whatever. You buy a fucking ham, egg, and cheese sandwich. Next thing you know, you're just getting junk mail from people who make ham.
That's a terrible.
It is. Because whatever. You buy a fucking refrigerator, then all of a sudden, you're getting all these catalogs. You don't think they talk to each other, Joe?
That's never happened to me ever. But I, look, the point is they're fucking suing me, and the guy lent me $2,000 to get me out of the hole. I don't know what. Look, I panicked. I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I got really, really freaked out when they were like, "We're going to sue you. Here's your court date. Pay us the money, or you're going to court." I got freaked out, dude. That's a scary thing.
You should have had fun. I want to hear some. Some listeners call in. I want to hear somebody actually had fun with their creditors. And I want to hear, like, I don't believe that I think that, this is what I think, okay? With my complete lack of fucking research on this.
Okay.
I really think that they probably have levels on their phone calls, and the first time they call you is they see if you're going to be scared. And if you're scared and you take them seriously, they move it to, like, DEFCON 2, you know?
I don't know, man. That sounds...
Dude, it's like hitting on chicks in a bar. If they're like, go fuck yourself, you keep moving.
But I hear what you're saying about having fun with them on the phone. Let me role play with you really quick what it was like to try to talk to them. And I couldn't, this is why I couldn't have fun with them. You be me.
Okay, I'll be you. Go ahead.
Be me. And
okay.
Be like pussified. I'm serious. Like, be like me, because you know how I would be.
Okay, I'll do you.
Seriously.
Go ahead.
Thank you for calling Midland Credit Funding.
Yeah, hi, I'm really scared. I owe you guys money, and I don't know what to do.
Sir, we're done. Pay us the money or we're going to court.
But
Sir, we're done.
I don't know what to do.
Sir, we're done here.
You're making
we're done.
me feel
Goodbye.
bad.
Click. That was every phone call. Was just like that.
It wasn't.
It what? You weren't there, Bill.
Joe.
You're going on your heart with this one.
Joe, how would they possibly try to get money out of you that way?
I'm not talking to you for the rest of the show. You're siding with those cunts.
All right. You got me there. But, Joe, I'm just saying, like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Let's see if any of these callers, does anybody have a creditor?
Yeah, no one's, well, not yet. No one's calling with the credit
What are
yet.
they calling about right now?
We still have some beer pong
they're
callers.
agreeing that beer pong is disgusting.
And is everybody against beer pong?
Bill should have had a free shot at him.
Here. Scott, you're on the air.
Hey, what's going on, boys? Good show.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Bill, you should have got a free shot. If that guy laid his hands on you, you should have got at least one slap back. You know, you let him away too easy.
And do you know what kind of shot I'm talking about, where somebody comes up? You ever somebody come up and congratulate you in air quotes, and they kind of slap you a little too hard on the back? You ever had that kind of shit happen? It was one of those moments. And because I'm a gentleman, Joe, I just said, hey, you know, don't put your hands on me. I didn't get crazy, Joe. I didn't get crazy.
I don't like this guy calling up with his Southern ethics. Where I come from, let me tell you, my daddy taught me. It's bothered me. Nobody was there but you, so nobody knows how he laid his hands on you.
Okay, well, this is.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Joe. Okay, I was there. I was there, though. That's the difference, Joe. I was there. Okay, look, I'm going to tell you this right now. I definitely had a bunch of beers in me. He had a bunch of beers in him. All right?
That's my only argument.
Okay?
Is that it just got out of hand, but it wasn't because he's a cunt. It was a misunderstanding.
Well, these were the two things that happened, Joe. Is he slapped me in the neck, and he said he was going to fuck my mother. Okay? And all I said in response to those was, don't touch me, and, you know, don't say that kind of shit to me. That was it, Joe. And then I had to do that, or he's going to continue doing it. It's like prison, Joe. Super Bowl party. Just like prison.
Prison rules?
Yeah.
Beer pong rules.
You know what, dude? Whatever. We started off this show in, like, just a fucking argument. All right? You know what? I'm sure your friend's a good guy, but you know what I mean? Just tell him not to slap somebody in the neck who he doesn't know. Right. And don't walk around saying you're going to fuck my mother, because, I don't know, I'm crazy. I find that annoying.
He tells the story differently. That's all. When I told Jay about this, because Jay knows him pretty well, I was like, Billy and them almost went to blow. Jay was like, what? Like, he couldn't even believe it. Like, he was like, with Scott? Like, he couldn't, it was like...
That's your best character witness?
Yeah, you're right.
Big J?
Yeah, you got a good point.
Big
if you guys only knew...
comedian.
If you guys knew Big J, you'd know where...
All right, Joe, you know what? Let's
we want to talk to Todd in New York. He says he's a bill collector.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
beautiful,
let's go.
beautiful.
Great.
Todd, you're on Uninformed.
Yeah, I used to be a bill collector in the city. You guys talk to each other about all you do is got to run your names and stuff. It's easy to find out if you owe money.
Okay, well let me ask you this: when you used to call people up, you know, you must know when you worked there. Do you realize that like a certain amount of people you're just never going to get money out of them because they're broke?
Without a doubt. You don't even talk about court. You don't blow your load all at once. You freaking scare them first. But yeah, you know you're not going to get your money from them. That's
very interesting. So you scare them first. So basically, how do you know whether you've scared them or not?
Yeah, because they'll call you back.
You see, Joe, you dumb fuck. I'm telling you, man.
All right, I fucked up.
Yes.
What do you want from me?
That's what I wanted.
All right,
That's
thank you.
what I wanted.
You got it.
You could have had an extra $2,000. I swear.
$2,000, $5,000.
All right,
I just spent.
Is he still there? Oh, he just hung up. Dude, I'm telling you right, Joe, you could have had all that. All you had to do was just say, I don't have any money. Come
I
get
just
me.
spent $5,000 to settle this. I fucked up. I'm done. But you know what? I look at it like this. I got out of $10,000 worth of debt for $5,000. It's not like I didn't do something wrong here. I got credit cards, I spent a lot of money, and I intentionally, 5 years ago, went, I'm not paying these fucking things anymore. So, it's not like...
Does your credit end up being fucked up or no?
My credit is destroyed, dude.
Was that the dumbest question I've ever asked? Oh, is your credit fucked up now? How does that work?
How comes you wasn't able to get that apartment?
All right, so that's not bad, man. So, on Uninformed, we actually just learned something.
How about that?
I'm telling you, Joe.
So the argument's over. I fucked up. You're right.
Okay.
I'm giving it to you.
Okay, maybe your friend's not a douche. Okay?
Thank you.
We'll stand in all the branches.
You.
Maybe we can get along
Thank
for the rest of the show, because it's been a very cunty show up until this point.
I'll tell you what, if I wasn't sitting so far away, I'd slap you in the neck right now.
I'm sure you would. You talk about fucking my mother, and then I confront you, and then you'd say I was crazy.
I meant that I was going to say in a nice way, and Jesus, look how quick you pop. I was just calling back to Joe.
Not only do I not like people slapping me in the neck, Joe, I don't like people talking about it.
Because I'm fucking crazy.
I got one for you, Joe. You know what? Can I slap you in the neck the way he slapped me? And I swear to God, I will do it.
He slapped me the way he slapped you.
No, he didn't.
I role played this at the party.
Let me see it.
I don't want to do it again.
Go. Let me see it.
He went like this. He goes, dude, I go like this, like that, and I was like, yeah. That's what he did.
That's what he did.
Nobody can see what I'm doing right now.
No, but they heard it. That little Ricky Ricardo thing. And then I just went crazy because I'm out of my mind, right?
Everybody was drunk. You guys are both good dudes, but obviously you pushed the wrong buttons in each other, and it got a little heated, and it's
I didn't
over.
push any buttons. He slapped my buttons.
I hardly believe that. Yeah. Okay.
I can't help it if I'm good at talking shit, and he got mad.
The purpose of the creditor, whatever situation, you know, what we're trying to lead into with that situation going on with the creditor and being broke is how funny it is in this business as a comedian when you're just not where you thought you'd be and when you're kind of broke.
I know, dude. How long you been doing this for? Stand up.
5 years, going on 6 now.
All right. So when you did your first open mic, where did you see yourself? At what are you pushing 30?
I'm 29.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the funny part, is when I did my first open mic, I am so much farther along than I thought I would be when I did my first open mic. If you would have came to me and said, in 5 years, where are you going to be at? I mean, when I started out doing comedy, I used to say to people, if I could deliver pizza for 20 hours a week and then make the rest of my living on comedy for the rest of my life, I'd be content. And people were like, what are you, crazy? And I was like, no, man, that was like it. So I'm so much farther now than I thought I would be going into age 30. But now that I'm here, it's nowhere near where I feel like it should be. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I should be.
No, that made no
famous.
sense. You said you're going to be a fucking pizza guy, and now you're doing a radio show.
When I first started. But I'm saying you get into the business, and as you progress...
Dude, let me tell you my thing.
Get things, then it's never enough.
I started this shit when I was 23. I'm 38 now. I thought I was going to be famous by the time I was 30. Yeah, that's about right. About 7 years. Do a couple of specials. That's it. I'll fucking blow up.
I remember I met this dumb fucking cunt at the Comedy Cellar one night. She was like a new comic, and she's like one of these hot chicks that comes around and thinks comedy is going to be a shortcut.
What made her a dumb fucking cunt? That you hit on her?
I'm going to tell you right now.
Respond?
That was one thing. Number 2.
That's the number one thing that'll put you into the
First of all,
dumb fucking cunt.
She didn't
column.
blow me. Second of all, no, this is the thing. This is why she's a dumb cunt, honestly. She's one of these chicks that thought comedy was going to be her shortcut into, like, a sitcom in 2 years or something like that. And she's, like, really hot and everything. And she's sitting at the table, and she's like, I'm on the fast... She's been doing comedy, like, a year and a half. She's like, I'm on the fast track with this shit. I'm on the fast track. I'm not doing this 10-year plan bullshit. Not me. I ain't waiting around. I'm making it quick. That's the only way I can... It's like, really, you dumb fucking snatch? Like, HBO comes down here every night. Who wants a special? No, I'm gonna wait. Give me 8 more years. I'm gonna, like... It's just... You have these fucking ideas in your head.
So what happened to her?
I think she ended up showing us her tits and pussy later that night in front of the club. I swear to God, I'm not kidding.
She is on the fast track. She's probably doing that on all her auditions. I'm not about this trying to memorize the lines. You don't act, you pull out your vagina.
Yeah, she did in front of the club. What a dumb fucking idiot. Jesus Christ.
Ask you a question. Where the fuck... Like, every time I want to go to a caller, Danny is running out of the goddamn room.
I don't know. But anyway, you think...
You've run out of the room like 15 times, Danny.
Yeah, well, I saw there's somebody on the hotline. I don't know who it is.
On the hotline?
Yeah, he says
Dude,
he's your
look at all these people.
He says he's your cousin. You know, you got a cousin named Ralphie?
No, I don't. Jeez, that's the worst fake name ever.
Oh, bye, Ralphie.
My name's Ralphie.
See you.
Told creditor he was going to pimp his mother. Go to that one.
All right. Chris in Arizona.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey, man.
Huh?
I was going to ask you, what did you say to the creditor?
Oh, yeah. Well, this was like $1,000, and this was before I knew not to call the fucking guys back. But the guy was busting my balls. We went back and forth for a half an hour. I'll make a payment, $100 a month. He's like, no, it's no good. So finally, I got so pissed off, I said to the dude, I'm like, you know what, motherfucker? How about I get your mother, give me your phone number, I'll pimp her out, and whatever money I make off of her stupid cunt, I'll pay you.
There you go.
So, sir, that's a violation, blah, blah, blah.
Orally.
It's a violation of a twat.
All right, thanks for calling. See, dude, I'm telling you, if anybody out there...
I know.
I know, Joe, it's too late for you, but there's other people in the world, you myopic fuck. What I'm trying to say here is if you're listening to the show, and if you're in debt, and these people start calling you, just ignore them. Or have fun with them. Just tell them you're broke. Because if you take them seriously, you're going to end up like Joe, being excited that you only had to give them $5,000.
Keith Robinson goes, you know what your problem is, young fella? You're no good at being dirty. He goes, you're a good kid. And,
that's what you got to do, Joe.
Exactly. I just have no practice with it. I have no practice being a bad guy.
You know what it is, Joe? You're a believer.
Yeah.
You believe. You believe in the system. You believe your friend.
I am.
You believe the creditors.
It would have been nice if we remembered to email Danny that music cue for You're a Believer that we talked about. That would have been funny.
Oh, nice. The monkeys?
Yeah. That would have added some depth. But, dude, whatever, man. It's... look, the fact
how
that
are you going to get out of that now? So
I figured it out. Look, my friend gave me a loan, and I had the extra cash, and it actually wasn't too bad of a blow, and I actually felt a weird sense of achievement that I was able to throw these guys $5,000 and not be flat broke and still be, like, okay. And I was like, you know what? I'm doing better than I had ever been in this business.
Here's another one.
There was a time when $5,000 would have broke
bring
my
up
bank.
This guy here. He's got
this guy. They have names.
Oh, I'm sorry. Lady Trucker.
Lady Trucker,
you're on. You got a creditor story?
Oh, yeah. I had a guy call me up with an accent like he was from India.
Uh-huh.
And in Texas, you can't garnish people's wages. So he's like, well, I'm going to have to start garnishing your wages. He pissed me off, so I was like, shut the fuck up, Stan nigger. I live in Texas. You cannot fucking garnish my wages.
All right.
Yeah, to take it to that level?
Oh, yeah.
You're a real...
Can I ask you a question? Are you the one writing all that racist stuff on YouTube?
No.
Remember you were talking about that? You could film an orange on YouTube, and within 7 comments, someone's going to drop the N-word.
Well, yeah,
It's only a matter of time. What part of Texas do you live in?
Victoria.
Victoria, where is that?
Southwest of Houston, southeast of San Antonio.
Oh, that's where you guys got a big... that's where you guys dragged that dude behind the truck.
No, that's where all those Mexicans got killed in the trailer of the truck. by some guy from New York.
Oh, sorry, wrong horrific tragedy to the wrong minority. I'm sorry.
She's got her racial incident stat cards out. No, that was 1987.
You know, I was really hoping that this was going to be a great story so I could trash Joe some more. Then she went the racist route. Well, you know, yes, definitely criticizing, but...
Thank you for saving me, you ignorant cunt. I appreciate it.
Joe, where's that World Comedy Tour go to? Does it go out of the United States?
What did you say?
Does your World Comedy Tour go out of the United States of America?
No, it doesn't. I'm not on a World Comedy Tour.
Well, then why'd you say you're on a World Comedy Tour for the college tours?
I didn't.
Hey, just for the record, he's half Egyptian. You got anything to say to him?
Yeah, I happen to be a sand nigger, actually, so... what are you, Victoria? I never said I was on a World Comedy Tour. I said I was on a comedy tour. You put World in there somewhere because I think you thought it would give you an excuse to say sand nigger again.
No, you'll hear it on the playback. You said World Comedy Tour. Oh, I'm half Swedish, half Norwegian, and my last name's Garcia.
I didn't fucking ask.
Jesus, Joe. Jesus Christ, Joe. All right, Lady Trucker, thank you very much for... This has been a very evil show, Joe. We got to try to find.
Well, she got on my nerves. What the fuck? She calls up insulting my people. It bothered me a little bit. I'm sorry.
Joe, she's a lady. She drives a truck.
She's not a. She's a lady.
What do you want? I mean,
you act like she's sitting there in an evening gown with a bowl of Fancy Feast and the goblet.
Joe, she grew up east of Houston. I mean, come on, it's a very classy area. You know, evidently they have truckloads of Mexicans dying.
Down there, they only drag the black people. They don't hang any of. Yeah, it's a nice. That is so. Texas is so fucked up. Like outside of Austin and Dallas, that place is fucked up, and it's so racist and like just.
Dude, what do you think? Like they're open-minded in Dallas?
No, but
Dallas
I mean,
is one of the creepiest cities ever. Everybody has that big '80s hair, and then they have the JFK assassination thing. Or I literally think you can get in like a convertible, like a 1960 something Lincoln convertible, and literally drive the route. They might as well do that and just have someone shoot a paintball in the back of your fucking head.
And they have a speaker in the car.
Yeah,
they can hit right when you go through. That's great.
It's not exactly a progressive town, Joe.
Well, that's the kind of shit, you know, like that's a perfect example of like when you, like one of those towns when you're on the road and you're just so fucking like depressed and just like, and that's one of those towns that reminds you of like, I'm not where I fucking want to be right now. I'm in bumfuck Texas, and I'm just not doing what I want to be doing right now. I'm in a hotel looking over the grassy knoll, and I wish somebody would shoot me.
Eating at a fucking Hooters. That's the moment like when like the worst song ever ends up coming on. It's like we were talking about this shit earlier, like just the lowest points in your life. Like one time I was doing a gig, and this was when I was like at least like 8 years into my comedy career, and I was like fucking in like Lincoln, Nebraska. And I had like one of those 11 p.m. shows, so I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm just gonna do the show. I'm not staying in the hotel. I'll drive to the airport because I got like a 6 a.m. thing. And basically, I get to the airport at 2 in the morning, and I have 4 hours to fucking kill. So I go into a goddamn Denny's, right? And I come walking, and this is the song that was on. I'm sitting there. Let me paint the picture here. I'm sitting in a Denny's. There's like 2 or 3 truckers in there and a couple of waitresses. It's just eerily silent, and all I hear is this song is on. Looking at the menu. You ever want to do stand-up comedy? This is what it is. Just sitting by myself. I'm sitting there. Am I going to get the French toast? Am I going to get the waffles?
You know,
why do I keep doing these gigs?
This sounds like it'd be the music playing during the opening credits of the waitress's life. She was getting dressed to go into Denny's.
This shit.
Oh my god.
You start doing the figures. Okay, I got paid $800. I paid $300 for my flight. And at one point, I literally look up, and me and this trucker's eyes just fucking meet each other. Just this look of, you believe this shit? And just end up going back to the goddamn egg.
That sucks. My worst is when I was in, where the hell was I? I was in Columbus, Ohio, and I had to walk across a highway to the only place to eat, which was a McDonald's that was inside of a gas station. And I was sitting in there by myself eating a fucking salad because I was like trying to eat something decent, and this came on the radio, and I was just sitting there by myself. No, not that.
You gotta tell me.
Oh, I thought you knew what it was. Sorry, tequila.
Oh, the bad one.
Yeah. No, the regular version. Jeez.
No, this is over.
But you gotta see. This is called prepping. Like you just.
Go ahead, Danny. Go ahead, trash it.
So anyway, yeah, is that done? Is this not going to be?
It's over. Just end it. Just end it. That was the worst.
You give me a list of songs. Yeah, we're gonna need these, and then you don't tell me what you're gonna need them for.
Then we're gonna point to you.
Yeah, and then you're just gonna be like, "Hey,
it's not gonna work like that."
Hey, read my mind now.
Funny how he knew what the more famous guy's song was fucking for. He paid attention
he told
to your
me.
shit.
Yeah, I told him.
He told me the story.
What am I, a fucking rag over here?
I think you might be wrong again, Joe.
Huh?
I think you might be wrong again here.
Why?
You were wrong about your friend. You were wrong about the creditor, and you were wrong not to tell Danny.
You're right. I didn't tell.
You're just completely not professional, Joe.
I kind of feel bad too.
Shut up for a second, Joe. I brought you on this goddamn show because I thought you were going to be a professional.
Your mic's cutting out.
Oh, it is? Jesus Christ.
Well, maybe it's just my headphones.
All right. See, here's another guy. Told the creditor he had enough money to fly down here. I mean, come on.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Cleveland. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. This is me.
Yes, Mike. What is your creditor story?
Some prick, oddly enough, from Texas. This was a couple of years back.
All
he
right.
calls me, tells me, hey, what kind of payment can you make? And, overly cocky about it. Now, the reason I'm calling you guys is to let Joe know that, even if you are scared, you don't portray that to them on the phone. The guy calls me up, what kind of payment can you make? I tell him nothing. He says, well, I'd like a payment of like $500.
How much did you owe?
Oh, like $2,500. Something like that.
Okay.
Like an old Sears credit card or something.
Was he giving? Was that your settlement? 500 will close it, or was he like, this month?
No, they wanted 500 as an initial, like, let's get a chunk out of you now.
Yeah.
Like let's rape you a little now, and then we'll catch up with you next month, and we'll bother you some more.
I love how he owes the money, but somehow he's getting raped.
Let's rape you a little for stealing from this creditor.
Yeah, basically. And you know how it is. I mean, if you owe the money, you owe it, unless they're really fucking you on the interest.
So how did you play it?
Well, here's the thing. So I'm politely telling this guy, look, I don't think I can do this. I can't do 100. I can't do 50. I'm trying to break it down for myself too. I know what I make. So he gets kind of cocky with me. I said, hey, I'm not really digging your attitude, guy. You're acting like I borrowed the money from you, like I took it out of your fucking wallet. So he pauses for a minute. He goes, well, you kind of did because I get a commission if I collect off of you. I said, well, I'll tell you what, prick, I got enough in my account now to fly down to Texas, find the suite you're in, walk into that faggoty-ass little cubicle you're laying in right now, kick your teeth down your throat, fly back to Cleveland before anybody even knows I was gone.
You see the fun you could have had, Joe?
Here's the...
Thank you for calling, by the way.
Thank you, man.
No problem.
This is the problem. By the way, if anybody else wants to call and kick me in the balls while they tell me I just flushed $5,000 down the fucking toilet,
please call in, Joe. I just want you to know for the next time you're broke.
But here's
and
the
these people
thing.
Are calling you.
I tried to take that approach. That's what you're not getting. Is I tried to do the like, hey, dude, who the fuck do you think you are? And this guy would just hang up on me and like wouldn't. There was no room to do this like fun fucking game with him. There just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, but you kept telling me you called him back.
I was calling him back because I was getting so mad, and I wanted to call. I was calling him back to be like, "Fuck you," dude.
Right, Joe, but the technique is to piss. Look, he's hanging up on you to piss you off, so you call back, and each time he gives you a little bit more of the. You know what they did? They did the good cop, bad cop, the scared straight thing. There was. You just watched a couple episodes of Hill Street Blues, Joe. You'd have an extra $5,000 in your fucking pocket, man. I'm telling you.
He did the, but once again, I tried to call his bluff, and he sent the goddamn thing to a lawyer. He did it. So I mean, he wasn't fucking around. He was like, look, you pay us the money by this day, or it's going to a lawyer to go to court. Period. Click. That was it. And it was like, shit. Well, I guess I don't have too much of a choice. And he fucking did it. So I don't know, man. Maybe I got the one.
No, Joe, you fucked up. We got to take a break here, Joe. Okay, so if we learned anything in that horrific first part of this show, man, it's if you got creditors calling you, don't fucking answer and whatever. Just give them shit.
I
give
get
them
it.
Shit, Joe.
I fucked up. I get it. I understand. I learned my lesson.
And you're $5,000 later. All right, you're listening to Uninformed. We'll be back in a minute.
Voice your strong opinion right now. 866-WOW1-WOW. That's 866-969-1969.
Wow! All right, we were talking about creditors. This is a great one. We got a caller here. I'm not even going to ruin this. Ace, you're on.
Oh.
Yeah, Ace, what's going on, man? You got a story about something you said to a creditor to get out of paying?
Yeah. I took out a loan back when I was like 18 years old. It was like a $3,200 loan, and I paid some of it, and I couldn't make the payments anymore. Lost my job. I owed like $2,700.
Right.
And during all that course of that time, it all came together really good. The guy was giving me a hard time. I was dodging him, screening my phone calls. They were leaving messages.
Yeah, this fucking guy, about a thing.
He sounds like Kissel from the Jerky Boys. This is Kissel.
So what happened?
During that time, me and my girlfriend decided to move in together, so I was moving out of my apartment. So I was like, how the hell am I going to get these guys off my back? So I said, all right, next time this guy calls, I acted like it was my brother, and I told him, my brother died in a motorcycle accident the other night, and right now our family's going through a really hard time, and believe it or not, man, I got away with it.
What did they say?
They just said that I needed to prove that he was dead, and I needed to send the death certificate. I was like, yeah, I will as soon as I get a chance. Right now, my family's having a hard time, and we're dealing with a lot. And the guy's tone totally changed, and they never followed through. I totally got away with it. $2,700 never had.
Oh, that's a great one.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah.
Dude, you know what's funny about that? Did you even have the decency to try to imitate somebody else, or are you just still talking? Like, did you go from, I'm not fucking paying you, to, he died, dude.
I just talking to him like I am right now. Just I said, no, this is his brother.
Dude, I hate to break it to you, but
my brother died. That's it.
I can't believe they bought it because you have a voice where no matter what you're saying, it sounds like you're just making it up. And then the fucking, he was on a motorcycle, and a cat fell out of the tree on his fucking head, and he's dead, so what?
He asked me one question. He says, well, what are you doing there now? I'm like, well, I'm here packing everything up, getting my brother moved out of the apartment because,
he says, too much.
That was it.
Yeah, exactly. Can we talk back and forth just in your voice for a couple minutes?
Dude, that's an awesome story, man. Thank you so much for calling in.
All right, have a good one, man, guys. Too.
That's great.
See, dude, I'm telling you, the amount of fun that you can actually have with creditors. Just don't be the guy that they get. This guy didn't even have the friggin' decency.
Can I tell you something?
To imitate somebody else. I don't have the money. 10 minutes later. I died. I mean, he died.
You know what I mean. Somebody fucking died. I don't know. Jesus Christ. I'll call you back.
Dude, that is brilliant.
That's funny, man. That's
really one
funny.
of the best ones. That's much better than that. Here's another guy. Donkey Fluffer. Listen to these stories, Joe, that these people got away with not paying. Donkey Fluffer, you're on.
Billy, what's up?
Jesus.
What's going on?
Dude, I love you. When are you going to put your HBO special on a DVD?
I don't have any control over that. They own the rights to that. Do you have a story about creditors?
Yes. Normally I go with the I'm on a work release program, and I...
Can I interrupt you for 1 second? First of all, what do you mean normally? How many creditors do you have calling you?
Dude, I did this stupid thing when I was 18 and just ran up, multiple credit cards, like department store cards, the whole deal.
That's what I did.
And you know what's funny about that? It's almost like they're trying to fuck your life up. Like, I remember when I was 18, all of a sudden I would get, applications for I was making, $350 a week, and you'd get, a credit card for, $2,000. And you're like, it's fucking free money.
Yeah, well, I mean, they make a lot of money doing that, obviously.
How many cards did you rack up?
Dude, I think I had 3 or 4, but one of them was those, $10,000 credits in this no-name catalog, and it was only their credit card for that catalog. And I bought a stun gun and shot the dog with it.
Well, that's good.
Jesus Christ!
You know what? You really lost all your any sort of sympathy for your character. So what did you say to the creditor?
You just go with the hack line, man. I'm working, making license plates. I'm on work release, things like that.
I don't believe this guy. I think he's.
I know, because on the top here you said that you were a paraplegic.
That was another story that I used, but that's kind of like not.
And what did he say? How did you answer the phone? And it kind of all fell apart.
I don't believe this guy. I believe the last guy more than I believe this guy.
Store, Bill?
Can I ask you a question?
Want to go to brunch?
Could you?
Can we go to Container Store?
Can we hang up on this guy, please?
We can, and we will.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
You know, the guy's a fan. What am I going to do? I was kind of enjoying it. He was reciting my act.
Yeah, were you enjoying it?
Yeah, I was.
Was it tickling your nuts a little bit there? I want to talk about I want to do the suicide thing before we run out of time.
Oh yeah, this is another. Joe was talking about committing suicide. I was gonna kill myself. And,
I figured I'd buy a gun or I don't know.
That's probably something that guy said on the. I killed myself, and Hey,
was that guy the greatest voice I've ever heard ever? Like,
absolutely, dude. I'm telling you, if anybody is listening to this shit, I'm telling you, just don't be the asshole that they get. Your credit is already fucked, so there's no reason.
I get it,
but Joe, I'm not saying it to you. I'm saying it to people listening, because there's a lot of Joe DeRosas out there. Joe,
are there?
They get scared.
Are there?
They're wearing tracksuits, you know?
If there are any other Joe DeRosa...
Whatever the hell you have on there.
This is a track jacket.
/ windbreaker. It's sort of a hybrid coat.
You're wearing a thermal under a band lawn, and you're making fun of what I'm wearing right now.
This look is in, Joe. It's in Us Magazine.
Not under the band lawn. No, it's not. I have Us Magazine right here.
Joe, did you ever hear about being a trendsetter?
All right.
Every other time I talk to Joe, he's like suicidal. I want to know, Joe, when was the last time you thought about killing yourself?
I got to think about this, dude. Now, I haven't thought about... Now, let's talk about really, like the last time you were really that depressed where you were like, maybe I should just fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
I actually, this afternoon, I was sitting in my apartment by myself, and for some fucking reason, I was watching Gandhi. I thought it was going to be the 90-minute version, you know, Ben Kingsley. Wow, he's a really good actor. The fucking thing was like 3 hours long. Like, Ben Kingsley went bald in that movie. That's how fucking long this fucking movie was. And it was like, I don't know, halfway through, I'm just looking at Gandhi, just being like, look at this guy. This guy's like leading a whole nation. What the fuck do? I tell jokes, and I have weird things when I think about killing myself. Like, I was actually thinking, like, I wish I had, like, I could make, like, a sword boomerang. Because you want it to be quick. I could just kind of fucking throw it and come around and just kind of slice my head off. But it's weird. I don't want to die, though. I don't want to, like, suck out my polluted brain and put, like, a good one in there.
I remember the last time I really thought about it was, because I was watching a movie, too. I bought Grumpy Old Men on DVD, because I was on this lemon and math out kick, right? And I'm watching Grumpy Old Men, and I'm in my room, and I'm laying. It was when I first moved to New York. I didn't have a bed frame. I just had a mattress on the floor, and I was lying on the floor of my room, looking up at my shitty piece of shit RCA TV set, watching Grumpy Old Men, and I was really enjoying it and like laughing, and I was like, God, these guys are so good together, and I was like, what does it matter? They got old. They're fucking dead. In 10 years, there's going to be a whole generation of people that don't know who they are, don't appreciate what they did. They're just dead. There is no... And I started spiraling down.
If you were going to kill yourself, how would you do it?
Pills, easily.
Dude, that is the gayest fucking way to kill yourself.
Why is that gay?
Dude, that's like something a girl does who's crying for help. Like, oh,
dude,
God.
It's painless. You just go to sleep and you're dead. I mean, look... I'll think of a funny, goofy way if you want. If that's what you're doing.
No, I'm asking you honestly.
I take pills, dude. You go to sleep and that's it. There's no pain. Why would you want to?
There's no mess.
Yeah, why would you want to do it any other way,
dude? A sword boomerang is the shit. Come on, you go out like fucking like reverse Bruce Lee.
It's like what you'd have to go to Japan.
You know what it is, Joe?
You'd have to do like the thing that she doesn't kill Bill. You'd have to go to the guy and have him invent the fucking sword boomerang. And then by that point, you wouldn't want to kill yourself anymore. It would take too long.
the only reason why I don't do it is because I'm just, first of all, I don't really want to fucking die, but that's weird. Like, I always go to suicide, though. Anytime, like, I'm in a situation, rather than dealing with it, I just think of killing myself. I don't want to go to L.A. for 2 weeks. What if I just drive this rent-a-car right into the fucking tree?
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I think about shit.
Yeah. Why did they take that spot at Decades on
Daddy, when's the last
Tuesday
time
night?
you thought about killing yourself? You ever think about offing yourself?
Yeah, actually. Years ago, before the show and everything, I just, I had no career, I had no job. My entire life was pretty much in a toilet. I was living with my chick's parents in their basement. It was just a terrible, terrible time.
Oh.
And I was digging. The last thing I remember, I was digging conduit at a construction site. Like one of my cousins had helped me out, got me a job, and I'm sitting there shoveling, like gravel, and I'm just like, I just need to die.
Yeah,
this is terrible. This is terrible work. I'm a terrible person. I am so minuscule and unimportant.
Yeah,
I should just die.
Yeah, it's over.
Do you think when you die that there's like heaven and shit after?
I hope not. I mean, that's the whole point of killing yourself, isn't it? So you don't have to deal with anything else, regardless of what it is.
I think you're just dead.
Dude, you just took it to a whole new fucking creepy level for me.
You're gonna die and then be conscious again in some other place? No, it's gonna end.
But you'd be in paradise.
Provided you lived a good life, though. If you're gonna believe in that shit.
Yeah, that's true. You're gonna get judged heavy, dude, when you go down. What about the time you made that retard fight the bum on air?
Dude, I seriously, I honestly, I don't think there's anything out. It's weird. I believe in a higher power. But I just think you go into the ground
and you rot in a box.
In a good way, though. You shouldn't be in a box.
There is no good way.
You should be in there, in the ground, becoming fossil fuel for future people to run their spaceships.
Nothing scares me. Nothing scares me.
I don't understand why a dog goes into the fucking ground. You don't put him in a box, right? You just throw him in the ground.
We put our dog in a box when he died.
You put him in a box?
Yeah.
Cardboard?
I think so.
Would you make a little casket with handles, and you guys stood on either side?
Yeah.
Did sort of walking down the aisle at your wedding?
No, we put him in a box and we buried him.
What kind of dog was it?
A poodle.
Oh, my God.
Dude, my mom picked it out. Don't act like I'm a fucking queer because my mom picked out a poodle when I was 6.
You just said if you're going to kill yourself, I'd use pills. We had a poodle.
And
I ran out of hairspray, and I was just like, I've just had it with this world. I want to come back as somebody else.
I remember when he died, I ate chocolate for a month. I was as fat as a house. No, he died. We put him in a box, and you.
I don't know, John. I'm a little disappointed with your way to kill yourself. And anybody out there have a unique way of killing themselves? Like just.
Well, but
you got to figure, dude. If you're gonna do it, like say, like you ever see like footage of like somebody like leaps off a bridge. They had a movie about that. People leaping off bridges. Like what if you had like the fucking balls to do like a 1.5?
You know how I would love to do it?
You know what I'm saying? Like just go out like Greg Louganis. Right into like the concrete.
You know how I'd like to do it? You know what I'd love to go out and down in the blaze of glory? Like I'd like to get myself into a situation where I was surrounded by the cops and I had a pistol in each hand.
Suicide by cop.
Yeah, and go out and be like, "Come on, coppers! Give me what you got!" And then they just. That would be fucking awesome, dude. That would be a good way to go.
Yeah, that's why I want to hear some closed casket shit. All right. All right, here's a guy. Okay, let me talk to this guy, Pat. Pat has an urge. He's got an urge here. Patrick.
Hey.
Yeah, you're on Uninformed. What is your suicidal thought?
I don't want to kill myself. I'm real happy with my life, and everything's going
fuck
good.
Yourself, then.
Come on.
Hey, fuck you. Hold on, let me finish.
I'm just kidding, dude. Go ahead.
All right, you will make me kill myself if you talk to me like that. No, but I don't want to kill myself, but I have a strange compulsion whenever I get near a cliff or like a ledge of something, I want to jump off.
Oh, yeah.
I was at Stone Mountain, Georgia a couple weeks ago, and the girl I was with, we were up on top of the mountain there, and it's this huge, like, 900-foot drop-off, and they got a fence that's like 100 feet from the edge.
Right.
And we got like 100 feet from the fence, and I'm like, I can't go any farther because I'm starting to get twittery and get that feeling in my stomach where I want to jump. If I go any closer, it's just going to take over, and I'm going to jump over that fence.
How did she react? Because that is like a classic chick moment where she's just going, look at this scenery. It's so romantic. It's just nice being here with you, and you're literally thinking of just taking a swan dive right off the side.
Oh, she blew me.
What?
She blew you? Like on the cliff?
What, to make you more relaxed so you wouldn't jump off? I'm going to start saying that.
I'm kidding. That'd be good, but...
Dude, but here's the thing, dude. Is that really like you want to jump off? Like, I get the thing where, like, if I'm on top of a building, I look down and I get that creepy, like, what if I fell? But I mean, that's not really like I want to jump.
No, I do want to jump. And then even stranger, we were driving back and we were driving through the mountains of Georgia, like this little 2-lane road. We decided to take the back road instead of going up 75. And I was driving and I looked over. And I'm like, shit, I want to drive off. Like I said, I don't want to kill myself.
Let me ask you, what scenario would happen in your life where eventually you're going to fucking do it?
I don't know. That's what scares me. I think, okay, what if, I can control it now, but what if one day that day comes where I can't control it and I just do it?
This guy's actually serious, so this isn't, like, funny anymore. He's like, I'm really going to, like...
He's on the edge.
I'm going to... What do you do for a living? I drive a school bus.
I'm in sales.
In the middle of Colorado, up in Aspen. I drive a school bus in Aspen.
What the fuck do you sell, dude?
No,
I sell the fluid for the lethal injection. I just, there is no hope.
All right, well, thanks for calling
in.
Dude,
buck up a little bit, dude. It's not so bad.
Okay, Clint, you're on.
Hey, Billy, love you. It's kind of funny when you were talking about your sword slingshot. Because there was a time back when I was thinking of different ways that I could kill myself.
Right.
And it was really fucking weird. And I ended up having a dream one night that I made some type of contraption, like a slingshot. And at the end, it turned out that I flinched at the last second and I put up my arms. I didn't die. I just cut off my arms. So there was no way for me to even reset the slingshot or anything.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I totally didn't get that. You said you were going to kill yourself with a slingshot?
No, it's a dream.
How many times would you have to hit yourself? Just hold that little stick thing and just keep pulling back the elastic?
No, here's the thing. It was a dream. He didn't even really... this wasn't a real thought.
Yeah, no, I understood, but it didn't make sense.
Because it was a dream.
But he started off, he said a sword slingshot. I said boomerang. It's kind of like when you... I don't know. It didn't fucking make sense. Am I the only guy? Did you get a little lost in
No, I'm not rolling my eyes at you. I'm rolling my eyes at the...
All right.
No, I think he meant he was going to make like a giant slingshot and slingshot himself into something.
Clint.
It was going to shoot out swords at me, kind of like your boomerang.
Oh.
All right, could you do me a favor? Could you start building it right now?
What kind of 11-year-old suicide say, dude, and then I got a slingshot, and it shot swords, and the swords would kill me? Like, gee, what the fuck kind of grown...
I'm going to build a giant robot to kill me.
Like, what if an alien came, and he sucked off your face?
Yeah, dude, you didn't have a suicidal thought. You had a nightmare.
I guess, but...
Well, no, there's no guessing here, sir. That's what you had. All right, Clint, thank you very much.
All right, guys, listen. We want to... do we have time to... do we have time to play the game, or should we... We want to come back? We'll take a break? Okay.
What are you saying, Danny? He's over there.
You should take a break and come back.
Acting like he's in Vietnam, giving these signals like this fucking...
We're gonna take a break right now. Thank you for tuning in to Uninformed.
Call Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa right now, 866-WOW-1-WOW. That's 866-969-1969.
You got to lie to the baby. You got to lie to the baby. Lie to the baby.
All right, what's up, man? We're back here, Uninformed. Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa, and we are talking about creative ways to kill yourself. We're not actually, obviously advocating people killing themselves. We're just saying sometimes you sit around, you think about killing yourself. How would you do it?
If it's funny enough, I advocate it.
Yeah.
These are hilarious.
Dude, we got some fucking great ones here. Let me, we got to go to this. We got to go to Wilt. You got him on? Hey, Wilt, what's up?
Hey, Bill. Hey there, Joe.
Hey, if you're going to kill yourself, how would you do it?
I would make a hat and a suit out of dynamite. I don't want to leave any doubt.
Did you say a hat?
A hat?
Yeah.
What kind of hat would it be? Describe the shape with like a fedora or like a ball cap or knit. What kind of dynamite hat?
Well, I guess it'd be less a hat, more a crown of dynamite with the little thing poking up around.
Yeah, so people would stay away. Like, hey, did that guy just come back from Burger King? What's going on?
Yeah, well, it's a lot better than pills, because if you take pills, somebody could save you. You know, you're leaving no doubt if you're making a suit out of dynamite, you're gone.
I like how you also have to have the hat because you're worried that if it just blew up your torso,
Yeah, exactly.
somehow you'd still be alive.
Your head would be in a glass jar somewhere.
Yeah, or cryogenically freeze it. Bring me back. I don't want to come back. Just kill me.
This made me think of a great way to do it, though. You know what would be a great way to do it? The thing they do in the cartoons where you hook a bomb up to one of the keys on the piano and you just play the piano until you hit the key and it just... That would be great. I would do it that
creative way to kill yourself. Hey, Will, thanks for calling. We got another guy. All right, here's Matt. Matt, what's going on? How would you kill yourself?
I'd take 4 shotguns and put them in a row and with each with a shot. And I would go out and I would eat bratwurst, sauerkraut, coffee, just load up. One at the head, one at the stomach, torso, set up on a trigger, pull the trigger. That way when the cops come to clean it up, they're haunted for the rest of their days and the house is unsellable.
Well, how would the string work? You just got it hooked up. It's
just a simple little thing. You make a little stand. You put little pulleys on there with a string through the triggers, and that way one jerk and it's over.
All right, man.
Dude, by the way, if you're not a baseball announcer, you're wasting... How doesn't he sound like a Would he have a great baseball announcer voice?
I don't know, dude. I'm trying to get past the 4 shotguns in the bratwurst.
That was hilarious. How would you do it, Matt? I'll take 4 shotguns and line them up in a row.
Let me tell you something, McMahon.
My God, JR.
All right, Colin. Matt, thanks for calling. We're going to go to Colin. A unique way to kill yourself. Colin, how would you do it?
Hey, what's up, Mr. Burr?
What's going on, man?
Hey, if a doctor ever sits me down and tells me that I got the tumor, I'd say that I always douse my truck in gasoline, light it on fire, and drive it right through the glass doors at the Allstate building up in North Jersey. Then the stage 2, if I survive that, is basically the end of the second Rambo film. That place will look like Waco by the time I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't, because I think phase 2 is you in the burn unit.
And I didn't see the second Rambo. So.
You never know, man. If I get a chance to shoot the place up, didn't have a real good driving record, and I gave untold fortunes to the Allstate people.
Why do you hate Allstate?
Allstate Insurance?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it was pretty bad. I was on PAPE, and my insurance agent was like, well, you're high risk, young man, so we're going to have to see, baby.
Of course you're high risk. You're talking about driving gasoline-covered fucking cars in the buildings. You know what would be a good way, too? I'm just thinking of every way I want to do it is from a movie or something. I want to do the Lord of the Flies thing. I want to stand at the bottom of a cliff.
Why? You said you want to do it with pills, Joe.
Because now my mind's reeling. I want to stand at the bottom of the cliff and you to push a boulder over onto my head.
Dude, I got a better one. This guy wants to kill himself. He knows that his neighbor killed himself with a tractor. Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
Yo, what happened?
Well, what happened was my neighbor, he got a little depressed, which a lot of farmers do back in Iowa, and he just got himself a tractor, one of those bucket loaders, and put it in low gear and then walked out in front of it and let that bucket loader just smash him up against the side of the building.
Jeez,
I think that was pretty damn creative myself.
It sounds pretty painful, too.
It does. It sounds painful
So
as well.
he crushed himself?
He crushed himself, the chest, right to the chest. You know, bucket loader has a blade side of it. Hit him right in the chest.
Believe it or not, I don't know that.
Oh, it does. Yeah, that's right. You're not from Iowa. Everybody there knows that.
Why the fuck?
I don't know who's listening.
Why
to this. All right, thank you for calling, dude. Everybody who's calling in. You know what you got to do? You get on top of a silo right after you empty the grain out of it.
Yeah.
Then you do a reverse backflip, and I got the whole bottom bunch of pitchforks.
Yeah.
And a fucking scarecrow.
Because the point is, you want it to be as suffering as possible. Like every one of these is pain fucking ridden and why?
No. Dynamite suit was good. 4 shotguns with the string, and then the cops got to clean it up. This comedy in that, but dude, bucket loader, light a truck on fire and start driving it. That's a great... like you're not going to end up going through the Dunkin' Donuts by accident. And then you're going to somehow get out as you're on fire and start shooting people.
I like it.
All right. Anyways, during the break, we wanted to welcome Rachel Feinstein to the program.
Hey, how is it? I'm wearing a gentle peasant top so I can counsel anyone tonight
Okay.
thinking about killing themselves.
Very nice.
Who are suicidal. Nice. So evidently, Joe, you and Rachel had a big argument about Jews.
Yes, we did.
This is the thing. Joe wants to go off on Jews, and how it works
wait
is...
a second. No.
You need a Jew in here. Joe, just let me introduce the segment.
I don't want to go off on Jews. Paint. Be careful how you paint this. As I'll fucking show up to my spots this weekend, and there'll be a line through my name.
What are you saying, Joe? The Jews run entertainment?
I'm not saying they run it. I'm saying they got a good footing in there. You gonna leave me hanging?
No, I'm not.
No. What the argument was that. Well, here's how it started. Let me preface this. I saw a documentary called Mr. Death. You've seen this. I know you've seen it, right?
Mm-hmm. And we got Mr. Death up here on the message board. Drink brake fluid, strap himself to a North Korean nuclear power plant.
Hold on. Here's the thing. So I watched this documentary called Mr. Death, and what this guy did was he was an engineer that designed capital punishment devices, right? Like gas chamber release things or whatever, and lethal injection gadgets and whatever. So this guy got hired by some Aryan guy in Germany that thought that the Holocaust never happened, to go to Auschwitz, to go to its remains, to chip pieces of the brick off of the remains of the gas chambers, have them studied in a lab to see if they could find traces of cyanide, whatever. So this guy goes and does it. They run these tests. They're kind of faulty. They're not proven. They're not that reliable, but the tests come back negative for traces of cyanide. This guy becomes immediately convinced now that the Holocaust never happened. Now, I don't agree with that. Of course I think the Holocaust happened. But what happened to this guy was he went on trial to testify about his findings and his beliefs. He published a report to support his theory. And it was like overnight, the guy's life was just ruined.
Right.
Like he had no job. His family was gone. He couldn't... He got evicted. Like everything was just destroyed. Like his life just fell apart. And it made me start thinking, like, Jesus Christ, that's an insane amount of power to strike out against somebody with, because you don't like something they said or something you found that they said that was derogatory to your people. And I started to think about it. And I was like, well, wait. There have been plenty of people in the spotlight that said stuff about black people or Mexican people or Italian people or whoever.
Right.
Their lives certainly weren't destroyed over it. And that led me to thinking about how certain groups of people are portrayed in the media, and I was like, you know what? I don't think Jewish people ever get really that degraded in the media, and that was what started, I think, the argument. Was I said that I think black people, any other minority group has been severely degraded repeatedly in the media, but I don't think the Jewish people really have ever been.
Right.
And I find that to be interesting.
But I think people say stuff about black people, everybody goes crazy. People say anything like that. Everybody plays that dumb apology media game. I don't think that only holds for Jews at all. I think it's stupid. It's this dumb apology dance.
What are you saying, Joe? You want to see Jews trash more?
No, I'm not saying I want to see them trash more, but I'm saying, like...
Maybe they could redo the Three Stooges instead of having the black guy with his eyes bugging out.
No.
Got some Jewish guy with a big nose.
I'm not
saying a yarmulke on the end of it.
I'm not saying I want them trashed more. What I'm saying is... But, like, that's what I'm talking about.
He's saying that they're not portrayed in enough of a grotesque and vulgar light. Am I correct?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is every other race has been, and Jewish people never have been. There's never... Look, you've had the Black Butler stuff. You've had the Latino gang stuff. You've had the Italian mobster stuff. You've had the Irish drug...
Dude, you're doing the Marlon Brando.
But you've had all that stuff, but I've never seen, like... a thing or a TV show.
You're talking about all kinds of media.
But I've never seen a TV show or a movie.
Notice the Jew can't speak at all.
No.
He's not allowed to speak.
Hold on. I never saw a TV show or a movie where it was like repeated, the cheap Jew guy that, is so...
I wish you could see the jig.
But I know what he's saying. I kind of know what he's saying. You're saying, like, there's, like horrific...
Absolutely.
Horrific shit with, like, black people, like, back in the day, like you watch. Even, like, that Tom and Jerry shit we were talking about. Like the housemaid Thomas. She got, like, a fucking the kerchief around her head.
I don't know, but I do think that's because people, I think in general, Jews, including the way Jews feel themselves, I think people sort of find Jews so distasteful that it's almost better not to mention them at all. I think a lot of times, in a lot of movies and situations like that, people sort of feel like, oh, why even bring a Jew into it?
What's the most offensive thing you've seen?
Way.
What's like the most offensive thing that you've seen in
you know,
movies?
I feel like it's less that there's like outrageous. I feel like the anti-Semitism in movies and media and stuff like that is less that there's all these bad, ugly things about Jews. It's more just that they're not really represented that much. Just like the way people become famous and they all change their names or de-Jew their names or whatever. Like you can't think of very many like hot movie stars with really, really Jewish names. You know what I mean?
But again, you can't think of a lot of hot movie stars. And I say again because we've discussed this previously, you can't think of a lot of hot movie stars with really Italian names or really Irish names. I mean, that's not an exclusivity to Jewish people. Everybody gets a pretty.
So what is your problem?
It's not a problem. I'm just saying I'm just saying I find it interesting that I've seen the Indian guy with a dot on his head running the convenience store a million times. I've seen the stingy, racist Korean, oh, you get out of my store. I've seen that a million times. I've seen the bug-eyed butler a million times. I've never seen the Jewish guy that's like, I can't deal with it. $1, you're out of your mind. I'm so cheap. I've never seen that. And the closest I've ever seen come to it is Woody Allen, and I don't think that's even remotely close.
I feel like because people don't talk about Jews all that much. Not that many families are Jewish, like on television. If they are, it's the Jews talking about being Jewish. It's not, somebody else, Well, and I feel I think like in novels or whatever, you're talking about different kinds of media or whatever, I always found that like, I'm not very well read, but, for a Jew, I'm sarcastic and Jewish, so people think I'm intelligent, but I'm actually not. But I've noticed that in novels, whenever the Jew appears, it's usually in some sort of dark climax of the novel. You know what I mean? Like they found out that somebody's reputation was ruined.
Oh, so you guys get trashed in books?
We do get trashed in books. I feel like in most books,
nobody reads.
This is the worst show to prove that point.
I know, because I haven't even read any of these books. No,
so
but
what are you basing that? So what are you basing that on?
I've read a couple of Jew. I have a point. I've read a couple of books, and I'm really falling apart here. And I've read a few Russian.
Joe, I don't think Rachel even has a fucking point here.
I might.
This was a really dry conversation that went nowhere.
I feel that I may. I've read a couple of Russian novels, and I seem to remember that usually when someone's reputation is in the process of being ruined, it comes out that they have a Jew cousin. There's like a vulgar Jew cousin.
So you had to go to Siberia to find something offensive? No, you know what?
I'm not famous, and my name's Rachel Feinstein. I'm clearly a hotbed of talent.
It's clearly stated in Jackie Collins' third novel, after the Stevie romance scene between the two cousins. A Jew comes out of the woodwork, and everything falls apart.
Well, listen, I did
have one... This is the thing, though. You can still have, like, a black pimp, or a black dude shooting the place up. I don't think you could never do that Jewish character, though. You could never have the stereotype of the bloodsucker and that evil... The Farrakhan's version of a Jewish person you could never have in a movie, but you can have the Klan's version of a black dude, no problem.
And
I think is that what the fuck you're trying to say here?
Hollywood is still exploiting all these other races.
But when we had this argument, I didn't say that there was tons of examples of Jews in media being portrayed grotesquely.
That's not what I heard.
I
heard you had examples.
But you did say...
I said if I had them, I would have brought them here. I'm clearly worthless. Now let me finish my goddamn point. What I said to you was that
this is the Attack the Jew segment.
I couldn't think of a lot of bad examples of Jews being portrayed in the media. What I said, though, the anti-Semitism is more in the fact that people change their names and don't want to publicly be Jewish, like have really Jewish names.
Because they want people in Kansas to go
to
the movie.
They're not considered as attractive. That's what I said to you. That was my point. I actually didn't have anything to argue that.
I'll tell you, what the hardest crowd I've ever gone in front of? Hasidic Jews. Everyone talks about a black crowd. Like, the meanest crowd I've ever been is Hasidic Jews.
Why?
Because they add like a looking down at you. I can't describe their vibe. They annoy me.
I've always thought.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like. No. I don't mean like they annoy me that they dress like they're on fucking Little House on the Prairie. I don't mean that shit. I'm just saying when I perform, not all of them, but like
certainly.
Like, haven't you ever been down the cellar, man? I don't remember. Do you remember that?
I feel like
that
they're
group
actually
just kept coming back, and they were beyond cunts. They were the worst. Worse
Yeah.
than and like black crowds are brutal.
I feel like
sometimes.
I actually feel like they're opposite because because their lives are so devoid of anything fun and pleasing whatsoever that they almost laugh and they enjoy something distasteful almost a little too much to the point it almost kind of disturbs me. You know,
I disagree with that. They're always
I think they
shaking
need
their
it
head.
so bad. They need something sick and raw, anything, and they're boring.
I've had good times in front of those kinds of crowds, but I gotta admit,
I feel like they want you to say cunt a little too much.
The worst, like the other night, I did a fucking show and it was brutal. It was like somebody proposed to somebody in the crowd, and they actually let him up on stage, and this person brought 15 out of the 20 fucking people there, and they just turned the whole thing into a wedding reception. Could give a fuck that I was on the stage, and then they just started heckling me.
Because
it was
on
brutal.
a side note, because everybody thinks that everybody else gives a fuck about their relationship and their love, and nobody gives a fuck. You're going to be divorced in 3 fucking years. Anyway,
whoever would propose to somebody at a comedy show needs to take their own life anyway. That's worthless.
I think, well, look, All
right, this person is trying to say, here's a great one. Johnny. Put Johnny on. This guy's trying to say Larry David is a stereotype.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
See what I'm saying? No, that isn't. Hello?
Johnny.
Yes?
Johnny, what's up? You saying Larry David is a stereotype?
Well, being a Jewish man, I feel that Larry David is the epitome of the Jewish stereotype on TV right now.
Yeah, but
there's always something to complain about. Nothing ever goes his way. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Let's have a vodka.
Let me ask you this though: do you think that is it? That did he just hang up?
Yeah.
Why would you?
Why did he hang
First of all, I think he was just the epitome of the Jewish stereotype. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, even hemmed and hawed during his explanation.
But here's why that doesn't count. Because it's a Jewish, even if that were true, I don't even agree with what he just said, but even if that were true, it's a Jewish guy being himself and what he thinks is himself and his life.
Well, when I watch that dude, I think he's funny. I see me here's a guy creating all his own problems. He's not like a slumlord, there's some really, and he's, taking money, which I'm saying is a stereotype. I'm not saying that's true, which is a stereotype. Right. He's just some fucking guy, he goes to brush his teeth, and somehow he ends up getting in an argument with somebody.
The equivalent, it's not, when you do it to yourself, it doesn't count. The equivalent to what I'm talking about would be some show, and, kids, they're going to shut the orphanage down. Bertie Goldberg is coming over here. You know how much of a miser he is.
He's raising the rent.
That's what I mean. That has never occurred. I've never seen that ever.
Now,
I'm not saying they should do it.
Do you want it, Joe? Are you working on any screenplays we need to know about?
Yeah.
With a character such as that?
Yeah. It's called.
Don't say it, Joe.
Cue him down.
You still want to get spots in the city.
It's called Nice Knowing You, Hollywood.
All right, we gonna take another break here coming up.
If you'd like, we can do that.
We'll take another break. When we get back, we're gonna hang a little more with Rachel Feinstein. You listen to Uninformed.
It's Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa.
All right, what's going on? You're listening to Uninformed. Dangerous waters. Talking about how Jews are portrayed in Hollywood. Here's an open-minded guy. Let's talk to Jeff. Jeffrey.
You.
Yeah, what do you got to say, man, about the stuff we were just touching on?
No, I was just saying, I think that you don't see a lot of people being, the Jews being trashed. I really feel like a lot of the Jewish people are the ones that run Hollywood. Most of the lawyers and producers. I always felt that way, so you don't see that much, these Jewish people being trashed.
Are you out there? Are you pitching scripts and that type of stuff? What do you do?
Actually, yeah, I do a lot of writing, but I just the people that I've met are a lot of Jewish lawyers, and
where do you do your writing at?
Actually, I do a lot of writing at home, and I'm friends with some of the guys at Kevin Smith that are from Middletown.
Okay, so you're actually in the business. Okay, I thought you were going to be some guy in the middle of nowhere going, I think these Jews, they're running shit. What do you do? I pump gas in Arkansas.
He's like, I had an idea that was just like 30 Rock, except it was about how all the Jews run everything. This guy is like the seventh comment on YouTube.
You know what? I thought this guy was going to come, I honestly think, though, the reason why I think that kind of stuff doesn't happen, I just think that people are conscious of their group. And I don't think Jews run Hollywood, but there's definitely a lot of Jews out there, so that you're going to be more conscious of that stuff.
And they can flatten their bodies, so people won't always notice where they are. They can flatten their bodies like a bug.
Dude, are you honestly going to say there's not a lot of Jewish people out in Hollywood?
No, they are. That's what I'm saying. They can flatten them so they're crawling all over the place. Fucking Jews.
I'm not saying it in a bad way. You can't even bring it up. Look,
no, it is. There's a lot of Jews in Hollywood. I was saying.
Just like there's a lot of Irish guys who are cops, you know what I mean? So there's probably not a Mick jokes flying around, but I'm sure there's a lot of other jokes. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I was trying to say to Joe in our argument, and we argue very passionately sometimes because we love each other so much, but I was saying that a lot of it is the self-hatred from the Jews, I think. A lot of anti-Semitism in Hollywood comes from Jews themselves, you know? Because I think that the Jews are very apologetic, you know, in history or whatever.
What are you apologizing for?
I mean,
what did you guys do, man?
For being so vulgar and distasteful.
Here's a whole nother subject, just to gracefully get out of this, Joe.
Right.
When I was at Joe's incredible Super Bowl party, and I got into a fucking fight with his best friend from childhood. Because he slapped me in the neck and he said, "Yeah, I'm going to fuck your mother." But evidently to him, he was just screwing around. I don't want to get back into that.
Can you stop with we squashed it?
Okay,
it's over.
Sorry.
Here's the thing: we watching the Super Bowl, right? And this commercial comes out for this new movie coming out, and it was about the first, I guess, all-black swim team. I swear to God, this is not a joke. And I was literally sitting there like, how many of these white people are evil movies are they going to make? I mean, they're literally down to swimming. It's like they started off with Roots, then they did some football movies, then like Cuba Gooding was like a scuba diver, and now they're all the way down. And you know they're going to have like the over-the-top like racist white guy in the movie, like, they were the first black swimming team. Get out of the pool! You know? Just
does a white lady does a sassy white lady come and save them and help them learn and teach them how to swim
you know, there's
in a fun, sassy way?
Of course, you know there's going to be the white hero in there that somehow makes white people look okay, but it's just going to be like these old school, like, uninhibitedly racist white people. Like I always, do you remember that movie a long time ago? I forget who was in it, but like one of the trailers was like this white dude fucks over this black guy from the ghetto, and the guy, he's coming to get him.
Right.
So the guy literally is on this payphone. There's people walking around the background. Racism is a quiet thing. It's whispered. You know, you look around, but this guy's on this payphone. He just goes, "Why don't you go back to your ghetto?" And literally screams it at the top of his lungs as though like fucking every minority is walking.
Those movies are so out of control. Pretty soon it's going to be just a movie about the black people trying to get that movie made. It's going to be we almost couldn't get it made. Nobody wants to see black people in a movie.
I'm so fucking sick of that shit. I went to go see Last King of Scotland, so they were showing like all these movies. Like, well, if you want to see Last King of Scotland, you want to go see this movie. And one of them was about some Indian kid, right? He's dating from India, right? He's dating some white girl.
Jesus Christ, that movie looks atrocious. And the extra kick in the nuts is the Indian kid doing this like profound, I am to get in touch with my roots, is the same kid that was in Epic Movie, and like, you know, he's Kumar from How to Kumar.
Is that who it is?
You want me to take this guy seriously?
No,
Are you fucking kidding me?
They had that classic scene in there where it's like the white person's just being completely ignorant, like, well, how long have you lived in this country? And the guy's like, I was born here. And I'm just like, you're telling me no fucking Chinese people ever say anything? Like, we're the only ignorant race, like Chinese people.
I know, we always are the douchebags and everything.
Nobody ever walked up to like a Chinese guy, never walked up like, hey, why do you got that dot in your head? Doesn't that get itchy? You know, and the Indian guy never rolled his eyes like, what a fucking douchebag, you know? You think people in India don't like people in China? They aren't they like right next to each other?
Here's why.
Is it Pakistan?
Here's why it's always that way, though.
Somebody get me that you just slowly became that ignorant douchebag statement.
It was a Thailand, Laos,
like right next to each other.
Hey, they're all Asians over there.
Here's why, though. That's always the evil, dumb white people, is because 90% of these movies are made by liberal white cunts that feel like they've got to make up with all their fucking guilt, and they got to sit there and be like, we get it, we're evil, we want to take some of the burden now, and it's like it's white guilty fucking liberal cunts making these movies, and they have to paint us
going
to be
for
the bad
Ann
guys.
Coulter, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause.
Smooth transition.
How the fuck did you come up with that?
Huh? But what do you think are making these movies?
Joe, I'm going to tell you right now, if you ever come on here again and go liberal or conservative and turn this into some fucking retard Fox News thing, I swear to God, I don't know what I'm going to do.
But am I wrong?
It's going to be a blunt... yes.
Yes.
Am I wrong? Do you think it's not liberal white people making these movies? What do you think it is? Republican white people making these movies?
You just look like the bad stereotype of the Jewish person. Am I wrong? I mean, am I really wrong? I don't know, Joe.
Well, I certainly think that is the case of certain people trying to make up for lost time or whatever. So it's like now we'll paint ourselves to be dumb and evil and idiotic all the time.
What do you think the next
nobody else
is
ever?
Is that movie a movie where there's a white person saving them? Is it just a sad black the woes of a black swim team, or does a white woman come in?
Let me ask you a question.
Or does a white woman come in a sassy black leather jacket?
Do you really need to see that movie?
Here's why you know.
No,
here's how you know.
And yes, because I always find movies like that hilarious.
That's how you know it's white people making the goddamn movies, because there's always the hero, and it's always the one white guy that gets it. It's always the one white guy that goes, nobody believes in you people but me, you know? And the one white guy bridged everything, and that's how you know it's fucking white people making these movies.
Dude, they're literally down to swim. What are they going to do next? Like ping pong.
You're right. Even sports are becoming
awful.
They're becoming soon. They'll just be sports that only people with developmental delays can play.
Yeah, they'll do a paintball one.
They were the first black ping pong team. They're gonna steal all the paddles. You know they're gonna impregnate our women.
It's just ridiculous.
You're right. Nobody really cares.
They wouldn't let the black guy in to play pool.
I'm telling you, I'm
run
sick
out of black hip hop artists to make videos. They'll be run out of coolios that really want to.
I'm also sick of the white guy running for office, and he ends up they make the same mistake every election. One of them had that guy who called Barack Obama. He called him articulate. And they're saying that's offensive for a white guy to say you're articulate because you're suggesting blah, blah. I mean, how many fucking times have you seen a white guy make that mistake? And they just keep making it, and then they always got to act like, huh? What? Blacks and white had a fucked up history, so now there's weird social rules? I wasn't aware of that.
I think he also said that he was one of the first black guys that really cleaned up, right?
Yeah, he's clean.
But hold on.
Which you gotta respect him for that.
They always wheel out some white guy from the Civil War. He's always from North Carolina or South Carolina. He just comes out, hey, tell you something, that's one of the cleanest Negroes I've ever seen. I'd be proud to have him as senator.
But the quote,
brilliant that he congratulated him.
The quote from Joe Biden, or however you say his name.
Yeah.
I don't think he was meaning to be racist. I think they took something he said and his quote was, I mean, you got the first mainstream African American who is articulate, bright and clean, and a nice looking guy. I don't think he was saying.
Joe,
hold on, let me finish.
You can't say that.
I don't think he was saying this is the first black guy to do that. I think he was just saying we have the first African American mainstream guy. Also, he's bright, he's a good looking dude, and I think it didn't come out of his mouth the right way, and they made it go, and they were like...
No, Joe, I'm going to tell you right now. No matter how you say that, you can't say that. How many guys you got to see do that? You can't say that, dude.
You can't congratulate a black senator for bathing.
No, I don't, but I don't think he is what I'm saying. I think he's saying...
He said you've got your first clean one.
No, but even if he wasn't saying it in a bad way, you just can't say it.
Remember in the 80s or whatever it was when Dan Quayle said, when he was like, it's great to be here in the state of Chicago. And dude, it was a fucking dumb grammar error. He made a mistake. He clearly meant to say city. He said state by accident. That fucking clip to this day still gets played. Look how dumb Dan Quayle. It's good to be here in the state of Chicago. And it's he didn't mean it that way.
Yeah, but dude,
it was a mistake.
If he didn't fuck up 900 other fucking times. It was the 800 other times.
I'm gonna stand too.
But again, they're not gonna.
I can't sit in this fucking chair for 3 hours.
Yeah, I know, my balls are all sweaty.
Goddamn, my fucking jeans are sticking to my ass.
Yeah, me too.
We still got people calling up about Jews. I don't understand this. This was 20 minutes ago.
I feel like I have a pussy and it's wet.
Good Jew stereotype women put out. What fucking movie was that? Porky's Part 5?
That is a Jew stereotype, though.
Joe is right about liberals.
Put that guy on. Can we take one call where somebody says I'm fucking right today?
Carlos, go ahead.
You're absolutely right. It's these damn liberals in Hollywood that make the white race look evil, and they're not evil. And I'm not white, and I don't feel that they're evil, and I'm sick and tired of them getting blamed. In fact, it is the white man that brought us freedom, and it is the white man that...
See who you appeal to, Joe? Preach on, brother. Preach on. I want to hear this.
You can live your life as you wish. And if you go to Africa, they'll chop your head. If you go to the Middle East, they'll chop your head. If you go to China, they'll kill you. If you go to India, they'll kill you. Here is the only country that...
No, let him go, Joe.
Man.
Yeah. How
did they defend them?
It's about time someone like you let your thoughts be known. Let's hear some more of them.
He's
Shut
a
up,
goddamn
Joe.
Mexican.
Shut up, Joe.
Can you tell me something? What the hell does Obama say? I don't even understand what he stands for.
Oh, boy. Okay.
There you go, Joe.
Carlos, thanks.
Thank you, Carlos.
Is that his name, Carlos? I just assumed his name was Carlos.
There you go, Joe. That's the guy who agreed with you.
Thanks,
See
Carlos.
what happens,
Appreciate
Joe?
it.
This is why I said don't say that stupid fucking retard liberal or conservative thing, because that's what you get. You get that Fox News.
But wait a second. I honestly believe that it's guilty white people writing these scripts and portraying the evil white people. I don't think it's minorities doing it. I think it's white people. You got to agree with that, dude.
You're not listening to me. I said when you do that liberal, conservative shit,
I forget
what you end up getting, Joe. And I think it was hilarious. You're like, great, finally a guy who believes
That was
me.
funny.
Let me tell you about these coons. You fucking go back to fucking Africa, they'll fucking cut your head off. So
I forget that when you say the word liberal, it automatically people assume that you mean all Democrats. It's like liberal to me. When I say it, I mean
He's saying the word. He's just going to keep saying it.
Just relax. I mean like people with bleeding hearts, and I don't mean it to be a sweeping generalization, but I forget that it's a fucking
put on Nikki
trigger word, and everybody gets
good
upset.
Jew stereotype women put out. I never heard this one.
Ricky,
what's going on, man? You got a good Jewish stereotype?
Yeah, I'm one of the few Irishmen from Brookline that actually was able to have Jews that put out. The Catholic girls never put out, but the Jews did.
Oh, the Catholic girls are whores, dude. I went to Catholic school. They put out.
Wait a minute. So what do you mean to have Jews? Do you have some sort of? You got your own little mini concentration camp going out there? Starting small, couple of Jews.
Jesus.
No, I'm right by Fenway.
Take it easy, will you?
What does that have to do with a camp?
I'm right by
That's the way he said. He just literally said, I'm one of the few guys in Brooklyn to have a couple of Jews. It just seemed weird, like he had them like they were chihuahuas.
I think he was trying to say not that he had them in a gas chamber, but that he'd slept with a few. I'm not sure.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I've never been.
Massachusetts.
What?
Brookline, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Have you got have Jewish women been kindly to you, and have you gotten a lot of blowjobs from Jewish women?
Yeah. What does this have?
Yeah.
But what does this have to do about movies, sir?
No, nothing. We're just talking about Jews and stereotypes. Catholic girls don't put out.
That's hilarious.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Thank you for calling in. Christ.
You just wanted to thank all the Jew girls for blowing him, I guess.
All right.
Okay.
Lovely.
Who else we got?
It's just all becoming
right,
racist shit. Black Swim
let's go to
Team
Chris.
movie sucks. They'd all drown.
No, you blew the line. Chris, you there?
Yeah, this is Chris.
Yeah, what's the line, man?
Well, that Black Swim Team movie,
Uh-huh.
it's going to be boring because they're all going to drown in the beginning.
How can you blow the line? How many times have you heard that old joke? Okay.
Listen, let's play. Why don't we play this game here? Since I said liberal cunt and I got called Ann Coulter already, we want to play this game.
Both me and Joe are big fans of Ann Coulter. Not what she says. It's just not her political viewpoints, but she just sounds like she's in wrestling or something. Like her viewpoints are so over the top.
So, came up with this idea. We want to play a game called Ann Coulter or Evil Dictator. Okay.
Oh, it's the game show time.
Yeah.
That's right.
Here we
Ann
go.
Coulter
So we're
or
gonna play
Evil
Ann
Dictator.
Coulter or Evil Dictator. Basically, we're going to read these quotes from Ann Coulter and Evil Dictators. Now, you have to decide if the quote came from Ann Coulter or Evil Dictator. It's up to you, Rachel, and you, Danny, okay? But here's the catch.
And the winner gets a refrigerator magnet.
Yeah. Here's the catch. We're going to replace the word liberal in Ann Coulter's quote with the word Jews. and we're going to replace the word Jews in Hitler's quotes.
Why do I feel
with
like
the
we're
word
snowed
liberal.
in right now? And the electricity went out, and we just took out a board
So
game.
that's the catch. You have to, because otherwise they would just give it away because they all say Jew and liberal too much. But we also have some.
Yeah, Hitler's very one note. He's very one note. He's kind of like Tiny Tim. He just kept playing tiptoe through the.
It was like when Europe used to open and close with the final countdown in the 80s. We also have some Mussolini and Stalin quotes. Thanks for leaving, Danny. Right when we start to play the game that
Danny
we need
has
you.
been the worst.
Where's he going?
I think he's afraid of the show.
The radio show to run over here. All right,
Testa just left.
You ready with the sound?
Yes, sir.
Bits over there. Okay.
Usually you just point, Joe.
All right.
Makes it a lot more smooth. Hey, can you come with the sound things over there?
Oh, you're right, because this has been just a paved road.
I know, this has been a rough one. I'm not even going to lie to you.
All right. You ready? Here we go. Let me start with a good one here. Okay. This isn't too hard. Ready? Muslims are the only people that make feminists look laid back.
I'm going to say evil dictator tits.
Evil dictator. What's your guess?
I'll say Ann Coulter.
Danny gets the point. Ann Coulter. That's an Ann Coulter line. Keep a little score over there, Danny. Also, the laugh track is because most of these quotes sound like hilarious stand-up comedy quotes.
You're explaining the laugh
This is
track
absolutely a fucking nightmare, Joe.
It's not a nightmare.
All right, 1 death is a tragedy. 1 million is a statistic.
Evil dictator again.
Yeah, I'll say evil dictator.
Ann Coulter.
Oh.
You're lying. That's not Ann Coulter.
I'm trying to put some spice in the game, Joe.
Come on, Bill. Don't cheat over there.
That was Joseph Stalin.
All right.
Interestingly enough, you could have a Joseph Stalin mustache.
This one's obvious.
Unlike Hitler.
This one's obvious, but it's just hilarious. I don't know if Bill Clinton is gay, but Al Gore, total fag.
Ann Coulter.
Danny?
Ann Coulter.
Okay, 2 points. One
This should be played. We should have brought 2 retards in to play this game. This is like fucking down with the Jews. I'm going to go with Adolf Hitler.
All right, go ahead, Bill.
Who am I reading here? If I'd build a wall. In fact, I'd hire illegal immigrants to build the wall and throw out the illegal immigrants who are here. Yeah, this is too easy, Joe.
Well, that's some of them are easier than others. Do you just want to shoot the game in the fucking foot? Or do you want to try to...
This is shot in it because it's like you got people from the 40s. I'm not saying this wasn't my idea too, but you got to admit when something's bombing here, dude. It's like this is from the 1940s.
All right.
Fuck Yugoslavia. I'm going to go with Ann Coulter. How is this going to work, Joe? You could at least go Hitler or Stalin.
This is the same guy that before the show he goes, brilliant, that's genius, it's going to be great.
Dude, how many times how many times I did this week on stage?
Yeah.
The truth is that men are tired of liberty.
You got to be a little discriminatory when you pick here. You got to discriminate the quotes you're picking. You can't,
Is this on the air right now?
Yes.
This really sounds like we're workshopping it.
Watch. I'll show you. Ready? Here we go. Socialism is a fraud, a comedy, a phantom, a blackmail.
Dictator.
Yeah.
I'm going to say dictator, too.
All right. Mussolini. There you go. But that wasn't so right up the...
Socialism?
You're right. There was a lot more sass and fun to that one, Joe. Thank God you did it that way. Thank God you put that spin on it.
It wasn't a spin. It was the wording is a little... All right, you don't want to play anymore? Fine. Fuck this game. We don't have to play.
Talk about liberal cunts instead.
It didn't work, Joe. I don't know what to tell you.
Can I just read Ann Coulter quotes to a laugh track? Because they're fucking hilarious. Set it up like she's announcer. Like she's
okay, now coming to the stage. We got a comedian coming to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ann Coulter.
Hey, thank you very much for having me tonight. You know, Clinton masturbated in the sinks. It's just like I said to that Vietnam vet who was disabled. People like you caused us to lose that war. Oh, shit. Hit the laugh. There we go. All right. They're never very high in anyone's caste system, are they? Poor little packies.
Said that?
I think women should be armed but shouldn't vote. Women have no capacity to understand how money is earned. They have a lot of ideas on how to spend it, though. Am I right? Am I right? The guys are laughing. The women are going, what's he talking about?
Dude, this should have been Ann Coulter or Archie Bunker.
Well,
they got the women over here, the dingbats.
Should we keep going with this? I thought this was fun.
The display person here, Dan, says Joe gives the answers away.
Huh?
Joe gives away the answers.
These guys are just sucking up to you for free tickets to the next time you flip out on a crowd somewhere. Go ahead.
Jesus,
Joe. Jesus Christ.
He really did start lashing out a lot there.
Go ahead to the... Who's
Joe, let's get to... yeah.
This is Dan and
Dan,
Buffalo.
can you tell us why that bit bombed, for the love of God?
Well, I'd also like to point out that, number one, the questions obviously were extremely easy, but number two, you also said that you're going to replace the word Jew and liberal and switch them up, which obviously you're going to get the answer from.
I don't even think I understood that.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you for your help, though. I appreciate it.
No, I know what he's saying. If you just switch it up, then you obviously know if you say liberal.
Why don't you get him to co-host the fucking show, then? Sorry.
Are you a Jew by any chance?
I thought the stand-up Ann Coulter was funny though, but
I think you were funny. I think it was more you making it funny.
All right, well, we tried to do an Ann Coulter thing. It didn't really work.
It didn't work.
Whatever. Who cares? Let's do. Well, why don't we do what's it called then? Why don't we do the It's Good to Bees, because that kind of
the Good to Bees.
Yeah, because we were, that show. It's Good to Be on VH1.
Okay, Danny, do you have those things queued up?
Yeah.
I sure do.
Okay, fantastic. See, and we actually did a meeting about this one, and we got this one going, right?
We sure did.
So the show, It's Good to Be on VH1. They always do celebrities. It's good to be Paris Hilton, and we just started to think it would be really funny if they went to some less fortunate countries in the United
go to like
States.
The third world.
Yeah. Who would be the It's Good to Be topic?
Yeah, because everybody kind of hates America right now. Why not have the rest of the world a little more involved?
Yeah.
We'll do some It's Good to Be, sort of like a little foreign legion here.
So here's the first one.
And now we return to The Fabulous Life of.
Most 12-year-olds are living at home with their parents and are in bed by 10:30. But not Kim Fong Ping. He's living in a brothel, taking it in the ass. Yes, no chores and schoolwork for this young lad. Because when your parents sell you into the sex industry, every night becomes a party. Menage a trois, anal sex, reach-arounds are all par for the course in this wonderland. And this wonderland is alive and pumping for 24/7, baby. Of course, what fabulous life would be worth living without perks? And the perks in this business are endless. Unlimited supply of opium, plenty of condoms, and an autographed picture from Gary Glitter. So while the rest of his friends are plowing fields behind oxen, Kim Fong is having Jean Bonnet confessions whispered in his ear as heads of oil corporations eat caviar out of his ass. It's just another fabulous day in the life of Kim Fong Ping.
There you go.
See what I'm saying? Why can't they do it like that? They could have it
that
just
was
be...
great. Despite that accent that you were doing, that was fucking hilarious.
That was Philly?
Yeah.
That was you with a head cold. I had an Australian accent and an English accent.
Yeah.
But,
it was Billy.
I'm like Chevy Chase doing Gerald Ford. I'm just trying to get the essence.
Billy was doing if Paul Hogan was a pirate.
Oh, you see what I'm saying? They ought to do more of these.
Let's go to another one. I really like that.
That almost made up for Joe's train wreck of a monologue.
No, but I got to admit though that Ann Coulter thing, we were bouncing around that thing for like 5 hours. And
thank you. Don't lay it all on me.
Well, I had to trash somebody.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna blame you. All right, let's do more. There's a lot of kids out there, right?
There are.
And they don't it's all Americans, maybe Europeans, but what about the third world people? Let's hear another.
Yeah, go ahead.
And now we return to The Fabulous Life of.
Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, home of many things. But kingfish above them all is legal prostitution. And when it comes to prostitution, you might have thought a lady like Conchita Alejandra would have been content sucking crick roadside. But not this hot tamale. Every night she hits the stage and then hits the donkey. In other words, she gets on stage and they put a donkey on it and she puts her lips around his balls and sometimes his asshole. And what does she get in return? How about having a net worth of $75 to $90? All for swallowing a little bit of donkey cum. Conchita Alejandra, it's good to be you.
Oh,
see what I'm saying? There's all kinds of jobs out there, man.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
How bad is that impression? You got to admit that impression is horrific.
It was.
Jesus Christ.
It made it more delightful, though. But why did she have to swallow this donkey?
That's an actual job.
No, it's a show in Boys Town. They have a donkey show. It's rumored.
Tell me more.
They have a Boys Town is this.
Yeah, Joe used to be in the Navy. They pulled into port, you know.
Yeah. I go buy a salami out of the window, and then I get a nice hooker. Sheeta, like I fucking know her. They have Boys Town is in Nuevo Laredo, whatever it's called, in Mexico. It's a complex full of brothels and bars and whores that are legal, and there's a rumored donkey show there where a girl gets on stage and does sexual shit with a donkey. But nobody knows. And nobody's ever come back alive from the donkey show, apparently, because it's not
where is
documented
this in? Is this
anywhere.
like Tijuana?
No, Nuevo Laredo.
Oh, all right, dude. I went to Tijuana one time. Most disgusting strip club ever. Like, you could literally like suck on their tits, right? And I'm sitting back there. First of all, it's the most filthiest place I've ever been in. And the girls, like, I swear to God, it looked like the Three Amigos. You know how like awful the Mexican extras were in that? That's what they had sitting around this little bar. And this girl is coming up with her tits, and she's putting them in people's mouths. And as she would back away, the stage light would hit her tits, and the shine from the drool from the last guy was still on her tits, and she would literally go to the next person.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's amazing. Dude, when I was in China, this is fucking horrible, but there were people begging for money in the streets, and
how did you exploit them, Joe?
Well, I didn't exploit them. This is just terrible. But they would have kids that would have like no hand or one eye, and you'd go to give them money, and the guy that was like our tour guide was like, "Don't give them any fucking money." They cut their kid's hand off to make you feel sorry for them, so you give them money. And I was like, that's a fucking commitment that I can't even.
Jesus Christ.
That, dude.
So they cut his hand off, and then what?
We should have done one about one of those kids.
Stick as
that would have been hilarious. It's good to be.
Dude,
most beggars have two hands.
This show has just been too dark. Joe's like, that would be a great bit about some kid who gets his hand cut off.
Did you just congratulate him for his commitment? The guy that cut off his own child.
Yeah, that's a commitment.
Oh, you're a real prince.
These lazy pricks in this city, they barely even do a song and dance anymore.
Then they literally stick their hand and scald it in the fire or the stump.
Fire? What are you talking about?
Well, dude, you can't just cut somebody's fucking hand off and then tie a shoestring around it.
I don't know, dude. They cut the fucking... I mean, it was healed. I don't know how they healed it. I didn't get into the logistics,
Christ.
Bill. So if I were to do this myself, what would I have to...
Those are great stories to tell before the last one. Listen, we're trying to be a little more liberal on this show. We're trying to shine a light on some other people.
Is anyone calling now?
Yeah, they are.
We're trying
See the donkey show. Wait a minute. Gary Ross.
Bring it on! Bring it on. I'm excited. Finally, we got word on this. Confirmation.
Gary, what's up, man? You said you saw the donkey show?
Yes, sir.
What happened?
Well, down there in Nuevo Laredo, we crossed the border there to Laredo, Texas, and seen that show. It's, I don't know, pretty rough there. It's not a bad-looking girl.
Hey, man. You really sound like you're psychologically scarred. You're like, I don't know, guys.
Yeah, we saw it. Me and a buddy went over, and...
what do they do to the donkey?
She gives it oral, and then she rides it.
Jesus Christ.
Not a bad-looking girl, though, huh?
No, not a bad-looking girl. She... she's pretty...
All right, you know what, Gary? We got to go. We got to go. Go to Mitchell. This guy actually saw it, and maybe he can explain it and not sound like that.
Okay.
That's the postman on Cheers.
Mitchell.
Yeah.
You said you've been to Boys Town?
Yeah, down in Boys Town. Girl actually gets on her knees, starts off blowing the donkey, then kind of eases over, and he just rams her, almost breaks her in half. And she's just up there like, what the fuck?
Dude.
It is horrifying to watch.
That's the best description you could have I mean,
that's the slogan on the show. Donkey Show. What the fuck?
That's the kind of thing I do. You know,
it's like, what the fuck?
If somebody drops something in my drink, dude, what the fuck? And I go get another one. You know, I would think if you had a donkey's dick in your vagina, you wouldn't be like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm trying to do my little dance here. What is she laying on? I mean, how does the thing mount her?
She's actually underneath it on her hands and knees, and she basically gets up high enough that he just kind of eases in.
Okay, so it's a considerate farm animal.
Wait, did you just say that the donkey eases?
Yeah, eases his way in. He puts a hoof on one ass cheek to kind of open her up a little bit. Like, okay, easy there, sweetie.
He spits on his hoof.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, maybe a donkey would
Do you think the donkey learns tact as it goes? The 10th time donkey's like, I get what we're doing here. I see. I know how to do this now.
All right, man. Thanks for calling. You can't believe how many people have seen this show. Freight train.
Dude,
seen it.
Can I just say this before we go to another call about this? When I was in college, one of my friends lent us a bestiality porn, and it was a pig. The scene I saw was a pig fucking a woman doggy style, and it was the most disturbing thing. You know when you see something, you're like, I was never meant to see that ever. Like, that was never supposed to occur in natural life ever. And, like, I can't even imagine seeing this fucking show, dude. Like, I think I would literally, like, vomit. I don't think I'd be able to take it.
No, but you know what, dude? You took a slow step into that world. You know, you ease your way in. You don't go straight to the donkey. You start with something small, like a pig. Little piglet, like from that Disney movie.
You start with a finger in the ass.
Yeah.
And then you move into a small dildo.
Yeah, you lift your chin up and ease.
Okay, Tijuana, they're doing. Put Paul on. Paul, what's up? You were in Tijuana where you saw the donkey show?
Yeah, it was back in '88. I was 18, getting ready to go to the military, and we go down to Tijuana, right? And we're fucking hammered. Okay, I mean, just literally hammered. And this little Mexican guy comes up. He's like, "Hey, $5 donkey show, I take you." We're like, "What?" He's like, $5, I take you. So we give him the $5. He takes us on the outskirts of TJ, and they had this fucking circus tent set up, and there's bleachers in there. And the girl comes out and starts dancing. I was like, wow, this is cool, man. She's pretty cool looking, right? They bring this fucking donkey out in a cargo net, and she reaches down there, grabs that donkey's cock, and she starts stroking it, right? And I'm sitting there going, what the fuck?
Hip girl, though, right?
Hip girl. This donkey, right?
What do you mean, what the fuck?
I was just like going, no. I was like, this is not fucking happening, right? She starts blowing this donkey, then she lays down on her butt and wiggles up to the donkey and, like, starts to put it in. The donkey just rails her. I mean, literally, I'm blowing chunks over the side of the bleachers. So all these Mexican guys are like, woo! Yeah, I mean, like, they dig this kind of shit down there.
Can I ask one question? What made her cool? What
I don't know.
Was so fun, hip, and cool about her?
I just like...
He did call her cool, though, right? Didn't he say characterize her as cool?
He went to the more aggressive one. The other one was a little nicer strip club. The donkey eased it in. This one, like, hate fucked her. You know, he just fucking...
Two things.
He's smashing her with the hoof.
He
did the donkey punch.
Two things. I like how, number one, you were like, what the fuck, in shock. What did you think that was going to happen with the donkey? Did you think they were going to start playing Uno or something? Yeah, she's there to blow the fucking donkey.
Yeah, that whole story. So some Mexican guy just grabs me and takes me to the outskirts of Tijuana, and it's like, at what point are you going to get stabbed in the neck?
Second point I want to make, that's my new suicide. Fuck to death by a donkey on stage in Tijuana.
All right, we that's enough with the...
Jesus Christ. Oh, we got another... It's good to be. Or
we got another. We got another. It's good to be.
And that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's actually you actually saw a pig thing? Because I want to believe the donkey thing if you saw the pig thing.
No, I'm telling you.
Somebody up here saying they're all
Did you ever catch your parents having sex?
Dude, how are you going to go from donkeys?
No, I'm saying, did that ever happen to you? I'm asking you.
Yeah.
I caught my parents having sex once. That feeling was the feeling I got when I saw the bestiality porn. It was the same thing of like...
Jesus, what do your parents look like?
No, it was just that disturbing, like, we were like, I never should have seen that ever. Everything about that was entirely wrong for me to ever see. Like,
you basically, in a roundabout way, said that your mother was a pig and your dad is a donkey cock.
No, that's not what I was saying. Take it easy over there. Take it easy.
Okay, we got the final one. Final one. We're trying to shine a light on some other kids around the world.
Yeah, another celebrity.
It's not all about spoiled rich kids of hotels owners.
You're listening to The Fabulous Life of.
Any child can dig for clams at the beach, but how many can work an 18-hour shift in a diamond mine 9 miles into the earth? Talk about a nightclub. Yes, we can only be speaking about the fabulous life of Pedro Morales. Because when you're digging for diamonds 3 feet from the Earth's core, the dumb cunts that are going to wear them are the furthest thing from your mind. You're too busy trying to use your tank top as an air filter. And sure, you're going to be dead by the time you're 38. But you can die happy knowing that the life sacrifice you've made has helped to bling out Paris Hilton's cell phone that she just left in a restroom. It's good to be Pedro Morales.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Dude, I'll tell you right now.
He was Indian on that one almost.
My accent?
Or maybe it was more Slavic. I don't know.
I like how you constitute doing an accent as just, I have to say an R here, so I'll just bend the R. And you're like, so he digs inside the earth. You have to use your T-shirt as an air filter.
I never claimed I could do voices, man. I go for the essence.
Oh, you're like the next Mel Blanc. What are we going to do with you? We got to get you into something.
Well, speaking of the diamond stuff, I actually saw the movie Black Diamond, and that if you have to buy your girlfriend a ring, if she wants to get engaged, that is the fucking movie to take her to. Just watch how those people have to live their lives going after those diamonds, and I'm telling you.
Dude, that movie...
She'll really be thankful.
No, you just go, you want to support this industry? I mean, look at these people.
I don't think I'll ever buy a diamond, like ever, after seeing that movie.
I'm not because I give a fuck about how they're living. I just don't, I never wanted to buy one to begin with. It's just like a shiny rock.
I was just kind of waiting for the excuse that I could get out of spending $20,000 on a fucking ring for some twat.
Yeah, you returned to porn at a hotel. I don't think you were. You tried to return to porn. You just watched.
Joe. It's not going to be for a twat.
I don't think you had a hope of buying diamonds.
What's that?
I was at No.
Okay,
let me tell it, Beer. It's my story, baby. I know you want to be part of it. I know. I was at Mohegan Sun doing a show. And I went on, I did the show, whatever, and then I'm in my hotel room, and I'm really bored, and I'm horny. I didn't meet any chicks after the show. And I read a porno movie, one of the nice MILF fucker ones, right?
Yeah, and Joe likes the older hot women.
I love it. I love them.
Mothers. He loves the mothers.
So I jerk off to it twice, and then I decide this was a waste of money. I don't want to spend the $15. And I call back downstairs. And I'm like, yeah, I rented a movie. The audio's fucked up. Can I get my money back? And the lady's like, well, what did you rent, sir? What movie was it? And I go, well, it was an adult film. And I know it might sound crazy to you that I would need the audio, but it matters to me. And the experience, it was fucked up.
Oh, my God. Out of embarrassment, I just would have walked away.
And I go, I just would like my money back. And she goes, sir, you've been watching the movie for an hour. Like, she might as well just say, sir, you've jerked off to it twice. We're on to you. Like, who do you think you're kidding right now?
Come already. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yeah. It was really funny. So anyway, the point is, I'm much too cheap to buy a diamond if I'm cheap enough to do something like that.
I'm not going to... Are you big on the rings?
No, I think it's kind of hilarious and grotesque the way women hold their rings up. There's nothing funny to me than those pictures of women holding up their rings like, see what I got. So embarrassing to us all.
It's another way I want to kill myself. I want to buy a ring for a girl, a big fucking rock, and then just lodge it in my throat. So I have to live the rest of my life with them. Hey, with that, we're gonna take a break, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Uninformed. We're gonna be back for the final hour. Keep listening.
Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa.
It's the worst. That's the Ted Heath Orchestra version of Satisfaction.
I love it.
For the love of God, shut that shit off.
I I love bad music.
Dude, you know what's funny is that saxophone player got laid. He's fucking playing.
I can't tell you how hard I was laughing when you had sent me the link to download that song, and I'm like, oh, it can't be that bad. And then when the trumpet came in, I just started dying laughing.
That's basically they were a big band and they were doing great music, and then rock took over. They're like, yeah, we can fuck with this shit.
Play the Tom Jones. Are You Gonna Go My Way? But play from the top.
Okay, hang on. Let me find it real quick.
Okay. Have you ever heard this?
No, I was on that website though the other day. They just have all this just the most horrific fucking music.
Which website?
I don't even know the damn name.
We got it.
Of course I don't.
Dude, this is Are You Gonna Go My Way by Lenny Kravitz? Are you gonna go my way? Right. This is Tom Jones doing it. Just play from the top and listen when it kicks in, dude. How fucking cheesy it gets. It's hilarious.
Oh my God. Not too bad.
Listen.
Not too bad yet.
The horns. Listen. That's when he starts singing.
Shut it off. Jesus Christ.
You can hear his bulge when he sings. You can just hear his fucking bulge in his tight pants. Like, it's so fucking bad. It's hilarious. He actually sings that in a movie. He sings that in the Jerky Boys movie, which is a terrible movie, and I'm a huge Jerky Boys fan. But he sings that in the movie, and he's singing it, and it's for real. And, like, they're in the audience listening to it for real. Like, they're not doing it to be funny or ironic or anything. It's like Tom Jones is rocking
Even though
out.
it was in, like, the Jerky Boys, it wasn't supposed to be funny?
No.
They probably just had him show up, and he probably thought it was a serious movie.
He's literally like the celebrity where when they start to make some cash, like, they're like, hey, free tickets to Tom Jones, and, like, they're sitting in the audience, like, look, we're watching Tom Jones right now. You know what I mean? Like,
no, totally. Like, all like that, like the awful music that, like, ruins, we were talking about that, like, ruins good movies.
Yeah.
I saw To Live and Die in L.A., just a fucking great movie, but, like, they have all this cheesy, like, that 80s music, you know what I mean?
I never saw that movie, but let's hear it.
It's just all the synthesizer stuff. What did you pulled up some stuff? We're doing this bit right now, when bad music ruins good movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if, all the artists, I typed in To Live and To Die into the computer system here, and the only artist that came up was Wang Chung. So they must have done the soundtrack.
I think Willem Dafoe makes love to someone in that movie. And I literally makes love. It's like sensual touching with Wang Chung in the background. It's like, the acting is great, and every time you go to watch it, all of a sudden, like, that awful shit just comes in. It just kept taking me out of the movie.
That is the worst.
I don't know what it sounds like. You want to hear some of it?
Yes.
Yeah. This sounds like alleyway music.
Yeah, but this is like a gangster movie.
Yeah.
And these are like the scenes. They're like sneaking around and going to the bank.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it's like you get into it. Oh, they're gonna rob a bank, and then they play this shit. Skinny tie, running down a wet alley.
Yeah. There's some smoke. There's some
everything
smoke.
Everything was Flashdance, like a Flashdance fucking video.
What was the thing with it? Was like, dude, that is the only instrument when they invented, or not even invented, but when they advanced with synthesizers in the early 80s, everybody felt like they had to fucking throw it into everything, man. It ruined music.
I swear to God, I think Scarface is like that.
Scarface
is a fucking.
Don't play Take It to the Limit though. Play the other one first. Play the actual like mood music. You know what I mean? Like
no, that is like one of the greatest movies ever. With just the worst soundtrack I've ever heard. Almost like
which movie?
Scarface.
Al Pacino, classic movie, one of the baddest.
Cutting people up with chainsaws.
Yeah.
And this is some of the music. It is fucking horrible.
It literally sounds like fairy tale. Like,
yeah, you're right.
you
could do nothing but twirl to that.
He's shooting people in the fucking head.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, there's a scene in this movie. Here, stop it for a second. Cue it up at the beginning again, right? There's a scene in this movie where he's tied up in the shower, and he just watched his best friend get hacked up with a fucking chainsaw.
angel.
And and then the guy comes up to him and he's like, "You gonna talk, man?" And Pacino, blood and guts all over him, goes, "Why don't you take your head and shove it up your ass and see if it fits?" And then
I don't think they don't play that.
It's not, but I'm just saying it ruins the mood of the.
No, I like that movie right up until he makes it. This is like sacrilegious to fucking trash Scarface, but I like it right up until he makes it. Right after he offs, Frank and all those guys, and once with that whole montage scene where he starts making money, they start playing this music. And he's got the Saturday Night Fever fucking suit,
and he's walking with the cigar. Remember, he's walking with the cigar, and he's got the tiger in his backyard at his wedding. Like, hey, look what I'm doing. This is so fucking bad. Let this one play for a little while.
They should be literally doing a makeover on Scarface, like putting makeup on his scar and just taking him through the mall to get like different kind of clothes.
Trying on it. You're right. It does seem like the kind of movie. It does seem like the kind of soundtrack that you'd like fall in love to, or go just trying to like a series of wacky hats to. And a song to try on a variety of wacky hats and
Fresh
nothing
Horses
else. Yeah.
should have that kind of music. Not fucking Scarface. It's like they made great music all the way through the 70s. There was good music in the 90s, but that shit in the 80s just does not hold up.
That's what I noticed. Like, this is what differentiates the amazing directors from the good directors. Like Scorsese never fell victim to that shit. Every Scorsese movie has an impeccable soundtrack, and they're timeless. He just picks the right kind of songs.
Because all this shit is about like the 60s and the 50s.
But
it was
you know
good
what I mean?
Music.
Like Woody Allen does the same thing. It's all like that sort of ragtimey jazz stuff, and it's sort of you can't really place it, and it doesn't pinpoint a 3-year period of shitty instrumentation from one.
Yeah, they
fucking
take like
decade.
the soundtrack from fucking Square Pegs.
That take it to the limit. That sounds like he should be fucking exercising.
Here's a good one. I got a call like, talking about the corny music from Young Guns. Willie.
Oh yeah.
But Willie, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on? What movie are you talking about that you felt was a good movie that had awful music?
A good movie with awesome music I thought was Young Guns. It's a Western with the shittiest 80s ping, 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 ping.
Yeah, you're right, dude.
Shittiest music ever, man.
That's right. They're
I
riding
forgot
around,
about
they're
that.
riding around on horses.
That's such a good call, man. I wish we would have thought. Did we get the Injustice for All stuff?
No, that's one thing I couldn't find.
Couldn't find it. I had a feeling.
Yeah,
man.
but dude, I don't think Young Guns was a good fucking movie, was it?
It was all right.
Young Guns was pretty good, man.
Dude, it was Breakfast Club with horses.
It was kind of shitty, but it wasn't so shitty that it deserved to have Linda Ronstadt singing in the background.
Is that what it?
Wasn't there a scene in Young Guns where they created a girl on their computer?
That was during the height of like those really bad movies where people would play like you take like an Emilio Estevez and he's a different character. He just grows a mustache. Yeah. You know those kind of actors, but they still talk the exact same. And they kind of like my awful impression.
Yeah, and they took all those Teen Beat actors and put them into like legitimate roles where you're supposed to actually take them seriously. You know what I mean? They'd be like, it's a biop about Reagan. Now, Patrick Dempsey.
Dude, that is some of the worst movies, the worst fucking, this dude said, Don the Trucker, he's talking about bad songs on Scorsese movies.
Oh, okay.
Don.
Hey, guys. Whackback, great show. Just wanted to say Scorsese dropped the ball with Departed. He has that horrible Van Morrison remake of Comfortably Numb on there. It runs for like 6 minutes, just ruins the movie.
I don't think that's Van Morrison. I think that's Scissor Sisters. Am I incorrect in that?
No, it's actually the Van Morrison from when Roger Waters did The Wall in Berlin.
Oh,
okay. That. Yeah,
I like
horrible.
the Comfortably Numb sequence.
The only thing I didn't like what was up with the fucking rat at the end of the movie? That was just so.
That was fine. Everybody bitches about that. It was fine.
Dude, he was living in like this $2 million fucking condo. He's like on the 58th floor, and a rat the size of a fucking.
That was the point. Well, I mean, that was the point. Was like, look, even rats, you're never away from the rats. Like,
yeah, didn't you think
like
it was?
Jews, they crawl their way into any and every situation.
Yeah. No, you didn't think that was a little heavy-handed?
Yeah, but I think it was heavy-handed. Where I think Scorsese was being like, "Look, Iraq, go fuck yourself." I think it was like heavy-handed like that. I don't think it was supposed to be a slick metaphor. I think it was just being like, "Ha ha, fuck you, I got you."
I don't think so at all. I thought it was really ridiculous and contrived and a dumb.
Yeah, I thought Wahlberg.
At the end of the movie, it wouldn't be just like a no-brainer, like, huh?
It got a laugh when I was in the theater.
He's not going to end a Scorsese film on like a moment.
He should have had Matt Damon get thrown out the window. He lands in an alley, and then there's a fucking rat down there.
That's the same thing, though.
It isn't.
I think it is.
There you have it. Do it like more subtle. Don't hit me over the head with it.
I think it should have been a rat in a little criminal
I think it should have been animated.
And then they had another rat with a cop suit on.
It should have been an animated rat eating
like
cheese.
a Roger Rabbit situation where that's even worse.
Bob Hoskins shows up.
You mean they were supposed to be in person, but all of a sudden a cartoon rat squiggles by? That's more unacceptable.
I think that was the point of it was a
you know, it was a game we played. We didn't even.
Jeez, Rachel.
Watch your mouth, Joe.
We didn't play this game yet. With we were supposed to play this.
Right, let's have the next.
It was a joke there, yeah, dingbat.
God damn it!
Yeah, you dingbat. It was a joke.
Explain irony to me again, boys.
Yeah, Rachel. You know what game we didn't play with you?
No.
When we came in, we usually do it with the guests. We're always talking about dying and suicide and all kinds of happy topics on this show. What's the when you think about dying and going to heaven, what's the thing you think about that's going to keep you out of heaven? Like, what's the worst fucking thing you ever did?
There was a girl in my junior high school that got raped, and I
love this already.
All right.
I remember I was like in 7th grade, and I guess I just didn't know a lot about the big world yet, and I just remember feeling really jealous of her because I felt like she got so popular after she got raped. Because you know when you're a kid and something bad happens to you, like your dad dies or something, suddenly everybody wants to go out with you. You know what I mean?
Right.
I remember just feeling like, wow, can I get raped around here? You know? And
so what do you mean? She got raped and everyone's just like, hey, Susan, I love your hair. It really has that mussed up look to it.
Yeah.
It's almost like someone dragged you into the woods.
It wasn't exactly that perfect.
Take it to the limit.
Play that. Yeah. Susan, you got a real kick in your step ever since you got that rape.
Hey, Susan, I'm really liking those scratch marks around your neck.
That's great, Susan. You got that white suit now, the cigar. You got a tiger.
She was more lovable after she was raped. I don't know why. I'm not defending that stance, but for some reason she got very popular because this bad thing happened to her. So everybody was talking about her and, and the raping she got. Right. And I thought to myself, wow, I feel really jealous of her. At the moment, I was only 13.
That's the worst thing you ever did?
No, I'm not at the the where it gets really bad yet.
God, women's stories are so fucking long. You ever notice it's just like fucking...
Watch your mouth.
It's like Lord of the Rings here.
We were at a party, and I was really drunk, and I said something to the effect of... Not, wow, that's so cool that you got raped. But I said something kind of alluding to the fact, it's so horrible, alluding to the fact that her popularity skyrocketed.
Say what you said.
I don't remember exactly what I said, but I alluded to the fact that her popularity skyrocketed after she got gang raped, and I felt like...
She got gang raped?
She was raped by 2 guys or whatever, this party...
That's not even a rape.
That's a 2-on-1 rape. A gang rape has to have at least 3
She was asking for it.
Gang rape has to have at least 3.
Oh, come on. That's not awful that I told her basically that,
listen,
that I was jealous of her for getting raped?
I ran over a cat with my car and didn't stop to help it. Billy hit a goddamn dog with his... We're talking like that level, and they, that level. Something bad that you did.
You ever hook up with a married guy and laughed at the wife when you saw her later at a party? Nothing like that?
Not yet.
Did you ever do some just evil?
You know what? You're going to heaven.
Yeah, I think I'm just
going to heaven.
I'm sort of delightful, I guess. I did a lot of disgusting stuff that I'm embarrassed of, you know what I mean?
No.
But I've done things that I'm very, humiliated by.
Jesus Christ. One time I was baking cookies for my grandmother, and I had to go meet my friends, and so I took them out of the oven a little bit early, and they weren't as dark and crispy as she likes them, so I think maybe I'm going to go to hell for that.
I know what you're going to go to hell for.
What's that?
You're a Jew.
You did something.
I did more.
There's
I think honestly, when you say that, it just comes to my mind. I've done a lot of humiliating things, like.
Never tortured an animal.
Never
come on, this is like par for the course here.
One of my best friends growing up took his hamster and put it into a sock. and used to spin it around his head like this. And he fucking hit the wall with it one day. And he had to pretend like the funniest part was watching him try to pretend that it just died on its own. Like, I don't know what happened, Mom. The fucking thing just splattered.
Massive head wounds. I came up to the cage and its head was just cracked wide open. There's another little Kevin Dillon hamster in there. You see that fucking head come apart like that? I never seen nothing like that.
You know another thing he did? He would take his hamster. The funny part is the mom kept buying him fucking hamsters. He would take the hamster. He'd go, dude, watch this. And he'd put it in a drawer. And he'd close the drawer in its throat. And its eyes would go like that. They'd pop out, but then go back in. Jesus, and it was hilarious. Christ. And I'd be like, do it again. It's really funny. And he'd be like, watch his eyes, watch. And his fucking eyes would bulge out because he was being choked to death. Why? Are there people with...
Well, Don...
Oh, here's a guy.
Oh,
here you go. You want to see what you got to do to get to hell? I want people to call in right now to let Rachel know what to go to hell. Call 866-WOW-1-WOW. I want to hear the shit that you people out there have done that's going to keep you out of heaven. We're going to talk to Ron the Trucker. Ron
the Trucker.
Billy, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. What have you done that's going to keep you out of heaven?
Oh, I'll never live this one down. We were young and we were foolish and we were
excuses.
Drinking and just being stupid. And we took a cat one time, live cat, and put it in an old toolbox, metal toolbox, drilled holes in it.
Oh, God.
Poured gas on it and lit it on fire.
Oh, my God.
Oh, fucking
The best thing is that he sounds like
Dude,
I sounds like he's right out of Fargo.
I'm going to hell just for laughing at that.
He says it in such a plausible voice, though.
So, how long...
I mean, it was years ago, man.
Wait a minute. Whoa. How old were you?
30.
18, 19.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, you're done.
Are you still haunted by its screams?
Yeah.
At night, do you lie awake?
Yeah, and it was one of those things where you had the toolbox in your hand, and it was, and the toolbox was banging around, and...
Do the cat again. Please do the cat again. Do the cat again.
Sounds like it's on a roller coaster, like it's having a good time. Whee! I'm on fire. Well, all right, Ron, you're going to hell. We got somebody I think's going to beat you there, though. Hey, put Paul on. Paul, what's going on, man? What did you do that's going to...
What's up, man?
What did you do that's going to keep you out of heaven?
I feel like shit to this day about it, and I feel like an asshole even calling. But back when I was in high school, my friends dared me to tell this retarded kid with Down syndrome in high school that his parents died. and then the laughter ensued.
What? How did you do it?
They were separated from any kind of classes that we had, where they had lunch brought in by like little retarded carts and served to them in the classroom. But every once in a while, you'll catch one walking the hall.
Could they slide their lunch under the door?
Yeah, basically. so every once in a while, you'd catch one walking through the hall. So we would talk to this kid, and he became like we kind of gained our trust. And my friend said, it'd be really funny is to tell him that his parents died and he has to go down to the office. So. I kind of broke the news to him, and he started crying and running down to the office.
You know what? I'm kind of guilty of something like that. I didn't tell the kid his parents died, but there was this kid, Aaron, I'm not going to say his last name, but we used to just say his name loud enough for him to hear, but without the teacher, and used to just freak him out. He's one of these kids, he was like, he was retarded, but he was a genius, because he was in all the classes, doing great, so we would just go, Aaron. Dude, this kid would lose his... We'd get him to fucking start jerking off and touching himself in class to get thrown down.
I actually did do that. I have a retarded guilty tale.
This is becoming, on the call in here, is just becoming, what have you done to a retarded person that's going to keep you on
We got to take our last break,
we got to take a last break? All right,
everybody hang on.
If you guys are on hold right now, we got to get to these because these are fucking unbelievable. You're listening to Uninformed. When you come back, you can listen to people why they're not going to heaven. Stay here.
Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa.
Is that you? Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis.
All right, you're back with Uninformed Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa. Special guest Rachel Feinstein, and we're taking callers right now. Basically trying to figure out what's the worst thing you did in your life that's going to keep you out of heaven. We got to talk to Carl. Put him through. Hey, Carl, what's up, man? What's the worst thing that you did that's going to keep you out of heaven?
Hey, what's up, folks?
How you doing?
About 3 years ago, when I was working for a retail unit, worked with a guy, and ended up just started off helping him out here and there because he was married, he was young, pick his wife up from work, drop her off.
Uh-oh.
Ended up starting sleeping with his wife. He had no idea. I'm still palling around with him, but it got to the point where we'd be working together on the same shift. I would be like, all right, buddy, I'm going to lunch. He'd be like, all right, man, thanks. And I'd go over to his house, and I was banging his wife on, his bed and his sheets and his kind of stuff.
Jesus Christ. Are they still together?
Well, here's the funny part. So this was going on for probably 6 months or so.
Here comes the punchline.
The funny part is I killed him.
She ends up leaving him. And it was like one of the nastiest, 1 year marriage divorces you've ever seen. And I kind of lost interest at that point. And plus I had just started dating who would later become my fiance. So I ended up kind of just staying away from her because she was crazy too. And then they ended up getting back together again. And yeah, it's bad times when I run into him now. He just gives me the death look if I've ever seen one.
He never kicked your ass once for that?
Oh, he couldn't mess with me.
Oh, is that the worst situation ever? The guy fucked your wife and you can't beat him up.
Jesus Christ, man.
That's when she was awful because she was sitting there and we'd be going at it and she was just the kind of woman, she's like, just keep fucking me, your dick's so much bigger. I mean, she was vindictive as shit.
Of course, that made it all the more hotter, didn't it? All right, man. Who do we got now? Bring what's another good one? We're trying oh my God, some of this shit. Let's talk to Brian. I'm trying to get one that isn't doing something bad to a retarded person. This is just unbelievable. All right, hey, Brian, what did you do that's going to keep you out of heaven?
Hey, guys. When I was in high school, we were at the little county fair there, and I got the porta potties all lined up in a row. Well, we watched this really drunk guy go and 5 of my friends, and we ran behind him real quick, and we shoved it over on the door so he couldn't get out.
There you go.
You know what, dude? I don't think
off down the end of them, and ran before anybody, saw what we did, and stood there and just laughed like we'd never laughed before while this guy was screaming and yelling. And it took about, 4 or 5 guys to lift it up, and he had just shit and toilet paper and piss all over him. And
I don't think you'd go to hell for that one. I think that's funny.
I think that's hilarious. I think even Jesus would think that was funny.
The only reason I might go to hell is because I don't even feel bad about it now. I still think it was just the funniest thing I've ever done in my life.
That's hilarious. You should be proud.
All right, let's talk to Tim. Tim from New Jersey. Tim, what's up, man? What's the worst thing you did that's going to keep you out of heaven?
Well, when we were in high school, hang out and get pretty messed up, and we were hanging out and partying, and this one guy called one of my friends a fag. And we were all kind of drunk, and we kind of grabbed him. We were horsing around. We dragged him to the front of the house. And my buddy pulled his pants down, this guy's pants down.
So it's starting to get a little out of control.
It was weird. But, so we're all still laughing. But the kid's screaming, and he starts spraying the garden hose at the kid's asshole. And he was spraying it hard enough that it actually, gave him an enema. It was like spraying right into his ass. And the kid is screaming. And we let him go. We're all laughing really hard. And then he turns around, and water starts shooting out of his ass. And it's hitting the driveway outside of the house. And
That's great.
was ashamed of myself and offended, and I never saw the kid again, and it was someone that we knew, but
he sounds like the Emilio Estevez character in Breakfast Club when he taped the kid's butt cheeks together. He's having his little teary confessional.
Once again, though, I don't think that's that. I think that's just really funny.
All right, you want to hear somebody who's going to hell? Let's talk to Kevin. Kevin, right there. Kevin, what's up, man? What's the worst thing you ever did that's going to keep you out of heaven?
Back in middle school and elementary school, we had this retarded kid that on the playground we used to tell him if he didn't eat worms or bugs or whatever, he couldn't hang out with us. But the worst thing was one day he came in crying because his dog had died of a seizure the day before. So out on the playground, one of my friends goes, hey, AJ, check this out. And he starts doing an impersonation of a seizure, pretending he's the dog. The retarded kid just goes crying inside. We all got yelled at, but holy shit, it was funny.
Wait, this is a big thing, though. How old were you?
11 or 12.
I don't know. You're a juvenile. I don't think you'd go to hell for that.
That's fucking evil, though,
The thing
dude.
is, I'd probably still do it.
You know at 12 that it is not right to tell a retarded kid to have to eat. You know what? When I was 12, from the time that I was my entire grade school, 8 years or whatever, we had this girl in my class, and she was really dirty. Like, she smelled really bad, and she was kind of weird, and
and she was weak and had no friends. So
yeah,
figured,
she had no
attack
friends.
her.
And we used to...
That's what you do, yeah.
8th grade, we finally came up with the brilliant idea. We would stand in the corner of the room at lunch, and she would eat by herself every day because she smelled so bad and she had no friends at all. And we would throw food into her hair and see if she would flinch, and she never flinched, man. And I remember one time she had pigtails, and we threw a grape at her, and the grape hit one of her pigtails and got caught, and her pigtail literally went like woo 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 like that around her head, and she didn't even flinch, and it was like,
so you know what that means?
So fucking mean, dude.
She was feeling all of that, and she was just sitting there in this fucking cocoon. She's in therapy right now.
Yeah,
I bet that grape is still lodged in there.
I thought of it something bad I did.
What's that, dear?
We got this girl. We convinced this girl to this girl named Tammy who had diabetes, and she had this thing that she had around her. I don't know. She had some sort of thing she had to wear in her stomach, and she was kind of fat or whatever, you know.
Right.
And so I was having this sleepover with a couple of my girlfriends or whatever, and they thought it'd be really funny if we made her get naked because she was really embarrassed about her body. And then we did. We got her to get naked. we thought the little thing. You're right. I had to dig for a while. That's why I've been quiet. But and she had the thing on her stomach or whatever, which I guess we thought would be particularly funny if she got naked, so we could see her little medical thing. And then we made her finger herself in front of everybody.
Jesus, how did you go to your other story and you had that one? You know what it is? This is just like with women. When you want to get women to get real crazy in bed, what's the craziest thing you want to do? They always have to you have to admit to something so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So basically, you needed 10 people talking about burning cats and tool fucking boxes.
Because on account I'm a woman. You're right. On account I'm a woman.
Well, you're a woman and you're of the Jewish faith. Who else do we got here?
How about that, though, boys?
That's
Come on.
disgusting.
That's good.
I was quiet for a while, but boy, did I come back.
And it's really disturbing because it's like homoerotic a little bit. Like, that was like Billy's story when I was with Billy with the retard thing, and then he was like, and then we made him jerk off in front of us, and I was like, what the fuck is going on with this story right now?
He would pull his pants down.
Because we told him to.
No. He would start pulling his pants down and we would egg him on to do it. We were of the age, man. You didn't know what the fuck you're doing. It's just funny. Start playing with your dick. It's like you're fucking
And
12.
I want to add that I remember Hungry Eyes was playing.
Oh my God.
And that she was gently weeping. Sorry, go ahead.
I want to watch a retard jerk off to Take It to the Limit.
Here's a good one. Brian. Let's go to Brian. Oh my God, what kind of listeners do we have? Brian, what's going on, man? What's the worst thing you did that's going to keep you out of heaven?
Oh God, I'm definitely going to hell.
I like the tone of your voice, man. This sounds legitimate.
Oh, I'm an asshole. I deserve whatever comes to me. But I fucked my church pastor's wife.
Jesus Christ. Yes.
Do we have some special sassy music?
Yeah. Hit us with that church.
Oh, right. How about some organ music or something like that?
We got you right here. Tell the story.
All right. Well, I'll start at the beginning. I just graduated from high school. And, I was 18, and I would mow their grass and trim trees and do yard work, that stuff, dumb kid stuff like that. Wasn't the only thing he was
trimming.
Hey.
Well, yeah, I was trimming bush too, but we'll get to that. But the pastor went to God, I can't remember. I think it was Guatemala or Belize or something like that for a mission trip over the summer, and was gone like a month. And I was over there one day and mowing. And trimming the trees and that dumb gardening stuff without a shirt.
Sounds like the beginning to a bad porno.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like total Mrs. Robinson shit. And it just went from there. And he was gone like 6 weeks or a month or something like that. And
so she was lonely and you helped her out. I don't see the problem here.
I was banging her every day. But
that's really bad.
your church pastor, you know, is a direct link to God. So.
Do you really
in a way,
believe that,
I
dude? He's just a guy with a job.
But if you do believe it, it's really fucked up, dude.
I'm trying to make him feel better, Joe.
No, fuck that. I want these cocksuckers going down.
I was like, I was fucking God. I was sticking my dick in his cornflakes.
What?
I don't know what that meant.
I don't either.
I don't either, but it's funny.
All right.
That was a good one.
Go to Brian in Tennessee. This is the one I wanted. This was the Brian. Okay, Brian, what's up, man? You got to hear this one.
Hey, boys. How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing good, man. What's your horror story that's keeping you out of heaven?
Oh, God. My wife, she had our first and only baby this week. Her best friend for 10 years now. She was being induced just a couple of days later. Well,
so your best friend's wife is pregnant, too?
No, my wife's best friend.
Oh, your wife's best friend, okay.
Yeah, so I was in there checking on her while my wife was asleep, and she was just like, she was having some problems, so I just started fingering her and to try to help her out, and I was petting the kids.
Wait a second.
Yeah,
that was a huge valley there. What the fuck just happened? She was having some problems, so I started fingering.
I don't know, man.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
I was just like holding, I was just touching the baby's head and pet. I was like, hey, little fella, and then I came all over his mother's face. I just didn't, it was one of the most fucked up things I've ever seen in my life.
Wait a second. You were touching the baby with one hand and fingering...
I'm not buying this. I'm not buying
Is that what you're saying?
Basically, you're saying she was in labor. You fingered her, rubbed the kid's head, and then jerked off in the face.
I was trying to help her push, and I was fingering her.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
That never happened. That didn't happen.
This is fake.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that one. All right. Kick retard in the balls. That's,
That's
sort of
standard shit.
It's all American, you're right.
What else you got over there? I can't see it from here.
No, I'm not buying it. Now people just calling it. Interviewed blind kid with a dildo instead of a microphone and filmed it.
You want to try that?
No.
All right, well, we got 5 minutes left here.
All right, we'll take a break real quick before we come back.
No, this is it. We're done.
This is it.
Oh, this is it? I thought I saw the break sign.
No,
okay.
no more breaks.
All right, well, let's talk to more of these psychopaths. What do you want to do, like one more of these?
Yeah, do the blind kid one. That sounds...
No, because I already said what the hell he did.
All right, well, pick one then.
Let's go with Robbie.
Robbie.
What's up, boys?
What's going on, man?
Hey, passed out West number 29. Weehaw!
I don't know what that meant.
Yes.
Anyway. Hey, dude, check this out. I was like...
What is that, your catchphrase in your own little life? Yeah. You think everyone knows it?
Passed out West. No, I heard somebody say passed out West earlier, and you guys went, yeehaw! So, what the fuck?
All right, go ahead.
I don't think that happened.
One day, me and my girlfriend came home from school, and we went downstairs to get some action. Before we went downstairs, her dad's upstairs, like, clenching his chest, saying, "Oh, my heart hurts. I think I'm having a heart attack or something." He didn't notice us. He was talking to like the wall or some shit like that. So we went downstairs, got it on, and we heard banging upstairs as well as downstairs, of course. So
he says, "I think I'm having a heart attack," and you just walked out.
Yeah, we just walked downstairs.
I don't buy it.
Yeah,
I don't buy it.
No, I'm serious, dude.
Hold on.
So
hold on. Don't.
This girl's father's having a heart attack. And he says, "I think I'm having a heart attack," and she walks downstairs and hooks up with you. This is the story.
He had a mild heart attack. He was talking to the wall, and you could hear him under his breath going, "Oh God, I think I'm having a heart attack," something like that.
So what? So you're saying you heard him saying it, and you kept fucking his daughter?
No, we went downstairs. Yeah, we went downstairs, and we started getting it on, and we heard a couple little banging up and.
All right, I got that part.
All right.
I got that part, but what's the evil part? What did you do that was evil?
We didn't call anybody.
Well, did he die? What happened?
No, we finished up. We went upstairs, finally called the police, finally called an ambulance after maybe about a good, half an hour, 45 minutes or so. And they came and got him out, and, we're there later in the hospital saying...
This guy had indigestion, and he fingered somebody. Dude, you're fine.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know. I think that this sounds... I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not... it sounds trumped up. It sounds a little like that's not. It sounds like maybe you heard banging. This is what I think really happened. You were fingering the girl. You heard some knocking around. She went, "What's that?" You said, "I don't know." You kept fucking around. Then afterward, you found out the dad had a heart attack, and it was like, "Oh shit."
He went out and he had Pepto-Bismol, and then they watched.
I don't think you actually heard the words, "I'm having a heart attack." I don't believe you. Don't sound that evil.
I'm not really an evil person, but, you know, we were just so horny. I mean, what the hell? We were just like teenagers. You know how horny teenagers get, you know?
Yeah,
but
not even a heart attack can stop you.
No, not even a heart attack can stop you, dude. But later on, we're in the hospital. He's sitting there, and he's like...
Enough of that already.
Oh, I'm glad we brought that bit to a complete fucking
You know what?
halt.
Yeah, everything was great right up
Jesus
until then.
Christ.
All right, you know what? We don't have time for the rest of them. Let's read a couple. Gave Viagra to a retard. Teased girl till she quit school. Told friends about wife's nipple hair. Crazy glued pennies to Jewish kid's floor.
That is brilliant.
You want to talk to that kid?
We don't have time.
Oh, we don't have
like
time?
a minute
Okay.
and a half here.
Dated 2 sisters. One was 16. You guys are going to have to call in next time we do this. Joe, what do you got coming up?
Plugs. I'll be at Stand Up New York this Friday and Saturday, the 16th and 17th, all shows. Visit me on MySpace, myspace.com/Joe DeRosa, JoeDeRosaComedy.com, and look for me on the watch list on ComedyCentral.com.
All right, Rachel, I want to thank you for coming in. What do you got coming up?
I'll be at Stand Up New York on Valentine's Day. I'll be at Norwich University on March 3rd. I'll be at Normandale College on March 13th. And you can go to my website. It's rachel-feinstein.com.
All right, I'm going to be at the Punchline, 24th and 25th in San Francisco. Thanks for listening to Uninformed. Joe DeRosa, Danny,
you guys.
Rachel, thanks a lot.
Good stuff.
This concludes Uninformed with Bill Burr and Joe DeRosa. Stay tuned next week for Bob Gelly and sometimes Colin Quinn. It all happens next Saturday from 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern on XM 202.
All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.